days or something. Found a little girl. She was upset. Wanted us to go in a house. House is haunted.
Cool. Any loot that you guys... Who was loot? I think it was you, Grim, right?
Do we have loot yet?
Hey, Siri
Thought-
stole a bunch of shit.
I thought there was something other. I don't know if we disseminated that out to everybody yet, or if it was still out and about. But something to think about today. I have not had. I went a very different route this time, running this area, than I did when I first did it. So it's kind of like all new to me. So I didn't get a chance to look at the NPC thing at all. I want to do that for next session for sure. But loot going forward, at least tonight, I'll just post it from the doc I have in Foundry, and then you guys can easily bicker where that goes. So basically, you guys have most recently come up the staircase. The entirety of the house on the first 2 levels has been immaculate. Very well kept, very nice furnishings, a plethora of foods and blankets and tapestries and clothing and all sorts of things that would fit right into a well used mansion or manor, if you will. However, on this current floor that you're on, the 3rd floor, as far as you can tell, it's a very different scene. There are cobwebs everywhere. There have yet to be light that you've seen in any of these door frames, or none of the torches that you've been used to, or the fireplaces that were below are currently on. So it is dark, and it is not upkept at all. You still have yet to see the children's room, or any kind of other major bedrooms at this point, except for possibly most likely a servant's quarter downstairs on the 2nd floor. Other than that, that's where you're at. Anyone have questions or need any sort of reminders of what happened or didn't happen?
Yeah, is my dignity at the bottom of the stairs? Can I pick it up?
No, it is still down there, as there is plenty more of dignity to lose going forward. Perfect. So there is a crumbled suit of armor, sort of scattered on the floor here. You guys have sort of made your way back up the stairs at this point. And you're now in the room that we left you in before, which I'll just reread this little descriptor here, if there is one. There is not, but there are oil lamps mounted in here, and there is a little cupboard, if you will, here. That looks like a basic storage room. There are dusty shelves line the walls in here. A few shelves have foiled sheets, blankets, and old bars of soap from what you can just see from outside of the room. There is, on the far wall, some other just knickknacks and things like that, some cleaning supplies as well. So it's all you guys. Royce, I will say you're at the top of the stairs. You do hear every once in a while, now that sort of the combat and the craziness has dampened down, you do hear a woman speaking through this door every once in a while. So the room, we'll call it the door to your south. Even though
I can see this right here too. I don't know if I should be able to. It's like darkened.
Oh, you know what? Let me I can't reset Fog of War. I think I opened that door when I was prepping, so that's fine. Don't worry about it. You won't be able to see anything because the door is closed. So I think it's because your character was there. I just was messing with the door. So at this point, yeah, there's just a woman speaking something muffled through that door to the south.
So I'll just kind of motion down to the others and put my finger on my lips and point towards the door.
Okay.
I'll come up and oh, that's the wrong button.
Hacks.
I'll come up and just kind of walk towards the door and then look back at everybody else and raise an eyebrow as I gesture towards opening the door to the south.
Okay. As you do get even closer to the door, you seems to be the sound of a woman trying to hush a baby or calm a baby. There's no baby crying, but just kind of the simple sounds like shh, maybe singing a little lullaby or something of those sorts.
Does anybody gesture to stop me as I mime opening the door?
So as the door
I
is
open
opened, the immediate sound of the woman that you heard stops. But what you do hear now is, after a couple seconds, she goes, "Shh! Don't wake the baby. Be quiet. He's sleeping." And it's kind of coming from around this corner. So character, like on your character left, around the corner.
So, I am going to try and move as stealthily as I can. Do you want me
Okay.
to give you a roll for that?
Sure.
Then I'm going to proceed into the room.
Okay. So let me see here.
Do you need me to move slowly, or can I just go in?
No, you can move up one more and then just stop there. So dust and cobwebs are all over this room. It was an eloquently appointed room at some point, but has seen much, much better days. There is, let me see, stained glass in the windows across, which is ornate in its quite craftsmanship. Overall, there's a lot of time that was spent in this room. The bedroom itself, let me see here. Nothing immediately stands out from where you are. From what you see, just kind of in this drawing, it is accurate. However, there is a woman here, as you notice, that is back turned to you, sort of hunched over in an awkward sort of way. It does sort of make you question her in general. She's talking away, and she's talking to you now at this point. She's saying, "Shh, don't come in. Just turn around. He's sleeping." And she's kind of like on the edge of the bed, we'll say, facing towards the fireplace, which is not lit. And she's just kind of beckoning you to, like, leave the room. He's sleeping. Don't make any noises.
I am going to back out and close the door behind me.
Okay. This door here, you do... Nope, did not mean to do that. This door here, you do notice, is slightly ajar. As you kind of moved in and then moved back, you were able to see into the room to character right. Yep. There was a crib in that room.
So I basically just convey the scene to the rest of the party, unless you want me to redo your description of
So,
it.
what'd you see in there?
There's a weird old lady, or something that looks like a lady.
Hello?
Haha, holding buttons. I'm not used to push to talk. There's, I think, a woman saying not to wake a child, so I walked back out. And I'm saying this kind of confused. Like, I'm not sure I even believe it as I'm saying it.
Was it the children's mother?
I don't know. She kept shushing me not to wake the baby, so I didn't talk to her.
From what you've seen in the house, the portraits and paintings so far, especially on the first and second floor, you don't get the idea that this is the mother. But you are aware of a nursemaid that was in the house. The children spoke of her, and there are some things here. I mean, the room itself looks to be designed with the crib in place and the balcony in place as well, to sort of be used as like a nurse's sort of room. You kind of get that idea.
So, in character, have we seen... I don't recall any pictures. Have we seen, like, paintings of the family that match the kids? And
Yes.
Who else
yes.
is it? Okay, can you just, like, cover off on what's in those paintings?
Sure. I know last time I could not find my picture of these two. So these are the kids that were outside. Oh, but don't know if you ever said their names, but you might see them now. And the parents I don't have photos of, but they are definitely aristocratic. The husband is shorter than the woman. She is very they're both very prideful, proud-looking people. You see large portraits in the entryways down below where you first entered. In the offices themselves with the stuffed wolves in them, you see other paintings here and there. And then throughout the house in other places, you catch glimpses of the kids and things like that. In the office, for example, or the library, there's a small portrait on the desk that you presume to be the husband's study.
But no third kid.
The correct, but Rose and Thorn did say initially to come in and save the baby brother. They were very concerned about him. I don't think I'm retconning that. I'm pretty sure that's
something like that. Yeah.
They did mention that the baby boy was upstairs. So it's presumably he would not be on any paintings as he's so young at this point. Or for other reasons.
I feel like something spooky is going on. Do you guys want to check out the rest of the house before we attempt to save the young brother?
There
I think
didn't.
we should.
Yeah, there.
We should address the child. What if that's the monster in there, pretending to be?
The kids did say that the monster, according to them, was in the basement and they'd never seen it. But their parents had mentioned it and they were aware of it over like a multitude of times, like saying, hey, stay in your room, you know, the monster's downstairs or things like that.
Well, if the baby's sleeping, we could maybe make sure nothing else is going to attack us when we go to save the baby.
Sounds good to me. How about we check that door to the... What direction is that? East?
You can please just do north, south, east, west. It's going to just forever confuse all of us.
The north.
Okay.
You want to go ahead and Lurker?
Sure.
So this room also has dusty stained glass panes set into them. The set of doors you're walking through here are immaculate and nice. This room, however, again, has seen better days. You assume that this is the master just based on its size. It's the length of the entire house at its smallest point, and with the rug and the fireplace and the furniture, the dressers, all these things in here sort of would lead you to believe that this is probably the master suite. This is still dusty, cobweb-filled room. The furnishings inside are not maintained at all. Most of them are incredibly dusty overall. You have to physically move cobwebs away from the door frame as you enter, and you can kind of hear them pulling through the door as well as you do. Let me see here. On the ground, that tiger rug is pretty rotted at this point, either with bad making initially or some type of issue after the fact, but it is now rather gross and brittle on the floor. And then there are dust-covered portraits in this room as well, hanging above the fireplace mantle. There is also a jewelry box on that mantle as well. And
Is the mantle? Oh, right there.
yes. Yep.
I'm gonna go and take a look at the pictures.
Okay. The pictures themselves show presumably a happy family, the kids you recognize from downstairs, and then the parents who you've not met, but they do look like their children. They seem happy enough in this situation, or in the situation that the the painting was done in, at least.
Do the kids in the photo look exactly the same age as what we saw when we saw them?
Close, maybe within a year or two. It's hard to tell exactly. But yes, overall.
How, if I do a perception check here, can I tell like an idea of how long it's been since someone else has been in here?
Sure. Just based on the amount of dust and decay and just simply cobwebs, you assume decades plus.
I'm gonna turn to the guys quietly enough so that volume doesn't travel. I think there's something very wrong with this house, and those children downstairs may not be children at all. If we look at this place and look at this photo over here, I feel like there's something going on. Maybe they're ghosts or some kind of apparition. But something's not right here.
Are we like leaving footsteps in the dust as we walk through this room?
You're leaving footprints sort of all over this floor since you've been on
Okay.
it.
I'm inclined to agree.
Then
So,
who was that woman in that room then?
probably some other kind of ghost, but I believe we need to cleanse this place.
I hold up the book I picked up in the library and say this book is writing itself. I actually flipped to the last page. Has anything else written in there?
It's completely up to date, even the encounter with the woman, but it refers to her as the wet nurse.
Can I see it?
Yeah, I hand it over.
Yep.
And in the book it says Toto hands the book.
Yep. It writes in
Totally
an elegant writing as you're
The
reading
last
it now, and now makes a comment saying, observer now observes the book.
So it's on the very last page right now?
There's multiple pages behind it, but it's the last page with writing on it.
What would happen if I took a page out of this book? You guys encountered anything like this before?
Nobody has, outside of just a simple like spell that would just deceive. An actual magic book that's writing its own basically live commentary, no one has ever heard of or been aware of before. But I'll leave it at that.
Is there any evidence that we've seen so far of like the faith or religion of the people that live in this house?
A surprising lack of it, you might even say. There seem to be no religious symbols that you've witnessed except for a crest, like a family crest, that you've seen down below in some portraits. The only thing that you might equate to this family is a windmill perched atop of a hill. That seems to be part of, or the majority of, their family crest, or sort of their, I'm not sure, ideology is not the right word, but something that maybe a symbol that ties you to this family specifically.
Can I see? Can I make like a history check or anything to see if I recognize or might know anything about families that have this symbol? Maybe.
Sure, go ahead. You try and recall as best you can over the course of a couple minutes while everyone's sort of like looking through and observing the book. Nothing really rings a bell specifically. It's difficult to maybe tie it back. Anything that used a windmill for its like family crest doesn't seem to tie back specifically to this family or this location. So it doesn't really give you much.
Are those two doors in the alcove I'm in visible doors?
Yes, they are. This, you presume, leads to a balcony, just um, based on your situation here in the house itself. And then the other one, you're not sure about, but it is unlocked.
Yeah. Observer, I'll hand the book back to you and just, if we get in a fight, flip it open and see if it tells us anything.
Sounds good.
Okay, I'm gonna go. This is so. Oh,
Yep.
I was trying
Outside
to click.
there,
Okay.
that's fine. Outside there, you see the mist almost exactly up to the door itself. As you initially open it, it sort of starts to waft inside a bit, and then you kind of take a step back in the fear of knowing like what it can do if you were to spend too much time in it. So it's basically engulfing the house at this point, but none comes inside. It doesn't seem interested in doing so.
There's a balcony with weird mist outside, and I close the door.
Are these windows?
Yes. They are openable, but they're just incredibly dusty, so you can't see too much out of them, and that's also just an issue of Roll20 to Foundry. Sorry, I wasn't going to make all those windows, but yes.
Alright.
Oh, you can right-click change that on the doors later, or double-click on them to change them to windows.
Double right-click?
Or sorry, double single-click on them. It should open, but you need to be in like the walls menu. And then you can edit all the settings on any wall segment to door, window, secret door. You can even make. There's a lot of stuff you can play around with.
Gotcha.
Was that door screen south to me in that alcove the dumbwaiter?
Yes.
And then I'd like to search. This is a desk that I'm standing next to, right?
Yes.
Can I just search the desk to see if there's anything interesting there?
Sure. Roll a perception check to do so. You find the letter I just showed to all of you. All of you see that?
Yep.
Yep, just reading it.
Okay.
That's the only thing you find?
I mean, there's a multitude of papers and things in there, but nothing that really stands out aside from this family was wealthy, and there's random proceedings here and there, writings, but nothing that stands out of any additional use. Overall, it was mostly set up to be used as a nice workspace, but there wasn't a ton left in there.
Check underneath the bed.
Sure. You don't find anything underneath the bed except for a lot of cobwebs and spiders.
Hey, can I check these things?
Sure. Those also are filled with clothing, but most of them have been rotted out at this point, and you presume would have no value or use unless you were trying to dress up as something hideous.
Fair enough. Well, guys, I think we've seen everything we can in here. Although, what is... Oops, that right there.
That's a dumbwaiter.
Oh, okay. I feel like that's really offensive, but...
Oh, sorry.
I like how it scrolls. It's kind of neat.
That's cool. I was just putting it in chat so I can go back to it.
Neat.
So what's...
And, oh, shit. It's annoying I can't...
Perfect.
Like,
One of you moves over. Now, through that doorway, you see hanging from a banister piece of wood in this room a humanoid skeleton hanging from the ceiling as if it was hung. And this is a bathroom.
We're supposed to be doing rolling for disadvantage on all of our skill checks, aren't we? Forgot about that because we're so exhausted.
Yeah, 1 point of exhaustion.
Oops.
Do that from now on.
I'm gonna go in and is the corpse clothed or not? Sorry.
Yes, it is partially still held together, hanging, in a way that doesn't really make sense. It's almost like a partial body, with like some very dried, very old skin attached, if you will. There is some clothing on the person as well.
Fascinating.
Male or female clothing?
You'd assume male. The room itself was a very nice bathroom. There seems to have been a mechanism that was installed to catch rainwater above, and that rainwater could then be used and then heated to fill this tub. Very nice overall. However, in the tub itself now is very old, very moldy, gross rainwater that seems to still seep in through the mechanism, and it's kind of like claw marked up inside, rather unnervingly.
But that's a right click. How do you? Is there a way to like click on something to see what it's used for without rolling it?
I don't know.
You mean the skills?
Yeah.
I don't think
I'll just
there's
go to-
descriptions of the skills in Foundry.
Alright, I'll just go to
There is in the compendium. You can. Oh, I don't know. It's over there. What are you trying to investigate, Observer?
I wanted to see if I could tell. I don't know if investigate was the right thing. Okay, yeah. We look around clues, make deductions based on those clues.
Mhm.
I wanted to tell, and I'll roll again for. Whatchamacallit? God damn it. I wanted to figure out if he had killed himself or if he was killed by something. He said he is.
It looks like the telltale sign of someone that killed himself. And while you're sort of searching over the body and the layout, you do notice a piece of paper, a letter, if you will, sort of crammed in the front coat pocket as it's kind of draping open. You sort of notice it in there.
Yeah, I'll take it out.
Okay.
Read it. Well, that's not a good sign.
I think if this house is haunted, maybe we should put this body to rest.
Yes.
So, while you guys decide what to do, I'm gonna cut the body down and wrap it in the sheets on that master bed. Just kind of like do a very crude laying it to rest until something else can happen.
With the cut of the body, there is a bit of a rumble that you sort of feel through the house. Anybody that's sort of watching the body be cut sort of ties those two sort of movements together. I did mention a jewelry box in the master bedroom on the mantle. I don't think anyone else.
Wow, I didn't hear that.
Okay.
I heard it, but I didn't. I would not go digging through it unless I had a reason to.
Gotcha. I just want to make sure that was heard.
I'm just over here kind of doing a makeshift, like, wrapping it up.
You have no problem doing that. Even as you're sort of using the sheets here, they are of a very high quality, even though they've been neglected for a long time. So you have no problem sort of making a makeshift. Are you trying to carry the the bones with you, the body is with you, or just kind of leave it here?
Right now, I'm just trying to like shroud it respectfully.
Okay. And that has been taken note of.
I'd
As
like
we're-
to see
I'm
what's
also-
behind this door here.
Just as a note, I do kind of tuck it all in, like
Yes, so there's nothing hanging out or
it's
falling.
it's completely wrapped in, and like if it were a dead body, it would not be able to fall out. Or,
Okay.
like I don't know.
You have no issues doing that. The door to your south, Royce, is a very dusty, very empty closet.
Well, that was.
You want to do it again? Here, do it again.
Just in the
so-
room, Shatner,
Mhm.
would that jewelry box have like stuck out to them?
It does stand out to everybody that's in here. Even in its dust and unkept situation, it is immaculate and very nice overall.
So-
You would assume that it has value just in and of itself, but are not sure what's inside of it as well.
So celebrating the fact that I like to take spoils of war, I'll go to the jewelry box and
Sure.
open
It's over
it up.
here on the mantle, so just move your character there. Noticing whenever you do kind of walk over there, like just the crustiness and grossness of the tiger skin on the floor, what was left of one. You do open it up. It contains gold rings and a thin necklace made of gemstone and of a roll an intelligence check. So they seem to be 3 gold rings worth, you'd say, at least probably 20 gold each. And then what looks to be probably a platinum or a silver necklace with an unknown sort of pendant in it worth probably hundreds of gold. And the box itself has some ornate gold and silver inlaid on it as well.
Okay, I'll go ahead and scoop that.
Are you taking the box as well, or just the insides?
I'll take it all. Well, all
Okay.
look really shiny.
Okay. Just make a note of 3 rings and a necklace and a jewelry box. And let's tentatively call the value. Put an asterisk and put. And I'll make a note on my end.
How would I best add that to my thing?
There should just be inventory. You can just. Because it's of no value unless someone's trying to trade with it, unless you can sell it and get that gold from it. Is that what you mean, or?
You just like click the add button on one of the tabs in inventory.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to.
I can post it. Let me post it.
Where's
Yeah.
in my inventory on? Where is that on Foundry?
Double click on your character.
Oh,
and then
hey.
Go to inventory.
I can add stuff to the party character.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, that's nice.
Here, let me do.
Remember-
I'll do that real quick.
There you go.
If I track it on D&D Beyond 2, would I need to like keep porting over updates of it?
Not sure. Yeah, importing from D&D Beyond might overwrite everything. I'm not sure yet though.
And so I'm in my inventory. How do I add to it? Sorry.
On the far right, see there's an add button at the go to loot. You can like add on the far right.
Ah, perfect. Okay.
Got it on the party inventory too, under cargo.
How do you get to the party inventory?
It's under PCs in the character tab.
Ah, nice.
Then you go to cargo and crew, and I added it in there. I'm not sure if that's how it's
See it,
intended to
jewelry
be
box and
used.
contents.
Yeah.
That's cool. I think that's a good way of doing it. Alright guys, sounds like we've got a ghost to put to rest. maybe a few.
Should we try to get the baby before we go to the basement?
Well, yeah, I think that's definitely part of the problem. Is the mother, according to that note, seems to have some kind of darkness, I guess.
Wait a minute. So this letter says Rose, Thorn, and Walter. So Walter's the baby?
That would be my guess.
It's very possible.
So how do we want to do this? Just go in and try and grab the baby and get out?
Well, you didn't see the face of the lady, did you?
I did not. She was turned away from me sitting on the bed.
So you didn't see the baby either?
I think there was a nursery room off of the bedroom beyond. If I had to guess, that room was the kids' room and there was a nursery attached, maybe?
Okay. Well,
So I
you can
can...
try grabbing the baby, assuming that the baby's not a monster, and try to return it to the children, who are obviously not children.
Should
Maybe
I
it'll break this curse.
should I talk to the lady or just go in and get the baby?
I'm not sure if that baby is a baby.
It'll be the monster.
I mean,
I
if it is, it is. If it isn't, we have to save it.
Only one way to find out.
I'm gonna pull out the book, and I will start reading as you go in there.
The book mentions the open door and then mentions the sort of quizzical response from the woman inside, referred to as the wet nurse, as she kind of turns and is wondering why someone else has now entered the room.
So is she,
Doing so, she's now facing you, Toto, and a horror comes over you as you realize that this cloaked figure's flesh and skin is sort of barely hanging on to her body. And she's looking at you. One eye is just completely gone. One eye is looking a different direction, and she's sort of heavily breathing and being like, "Why have you returned? Please don't wake the baby."
Into the room.
So I'm gonna get up here and I'm just gonna gesture to you guys behind me, like back through the door directly across from me. Like I'm not talking, I'm just keeping an eye
So
on the
as you
lady.
guys enter, she sort of moves, and as she steps back, like parts of her face are falling off, and parts of her like hand come sort of slapping out. From the instant that the door is open, she sort of gets more aggressive and says, "Don't go in there! Don't go in there!"
Say, abomination. You must be put to rest.
She doesn't respond to that. She's just basically like, she gets her voice quiet and she says, No, he's sleeping. It takes forever to get him down. He's sleeping. Just let him be. Leave him.
What happens if he wakes up?
Have you never had a child before? It's a nightmare getting him down.
Where's Rose?
She's like, probably in their room. I don't know. This is about Walter. Leave him alone. He's sleeping. She's kind of cowering back in the corner and just like not wanting to be in this situation at all. She's obviously an undead.
I'm gonna read the book again.
It basically just reiterates what's happening. It does emphasize her frustration, but also sadness as well.
So I'm
gonna step into the room with the crib.
Okay. As you do so, she screams out, almost to a deafening sense. You do see that there is a sort of a swaddle in the crib, and before she attacks, she screams out, "Leave my child alone."
So, rolling initiative.
woo.
Yes.
How do we do that again?
Should I to start combat, and then you click on your character, and you can
Can
toggle
add.
combat state. And then
Nice.
Where am I doing this?
so click on your character first, and then toggle combat state at the bottom right. You right click on him, sorry. And then go to the combat tab, top right, combat tracker. You can hit the roll button.
Who has the highest intelligence?
I have a -1 modifier, so probably not me.
Got 11 intelligence.
That was just a regular roll. I don't know what's. I think +4.
So in the combat tracker, you can actually click on the dice. Do you know what the combat tracker is?
I'm on the chat log. Oh, okay. There we go.
Cool. Now in front of you is this ethereal type creature, specter, woman screaming at you again. And she starts to sort of lunge at all of you in the room. However, Observer, you are going to react first, and Royce as well. So, Observer, go ahead.
I'm gonna go ahead and deal with Thornbrook.
A 16 hits, 2 piercing damage, and you're going to move her where?
Guessing, does it say a direction? That's fine. Pull the creature.
Or just towards?
Yeah, towards me. So I'm guessing it would be here. Although, actually, I'm not going to, because it says I can.
Okay.
Actually, does it say? It says creature takes damage, and if the creature is larger or smaller, you pull the creature to 10 feet. So it says up to. So I'm gonna pull up to 0.
Okay.
And actually, I'll pull it right there. Is that alright?
Sure. You notice that she moves through the bed without moving the bed, and actually seems to sort of after you've moved her, seems to sort of like twitch as she sort of snaps back into not being like inside the bed, possibly taking additional damage.
Fascinating. And I don't think you've got combat started, just so you know.
Thank you very much. All right. Anything else? She's yelling now, which is ironic. Like, don't wake him! Don't wake him! And Royce, you are up.
Okay. I will do a longbow attack.
Okay.
This is supposed to be a disadvantage, right?
Nope. But an 11 will miss.
Okay. And then I'll just go right there.
Right there. Perfect. She is up. She is going to move. Actually, she's just going to stay where she's at. She is going to target you, Toto, and she is going to hit you with a melee ability.
Oh, Jesus
What is
Christ.
that? Why was that so much? Oh,
Life drain.
okay. Well,
Crit.
you're just gonna die every
You're
single
dead.
turn, I guess. What's your health? Why does it just
Oh.
want to kill you?
Do I get a Constitution save?
Yes.
Fuck.
This game really wants to
Oh,
murder
but you have
you.
to press. You have to do it twice, right? Because it's a skill save. Does that
Saves
count for
saves
saves?
are not skills.
Okay, good.
Thank God. I think that's like 2 or 3 points of exhaustion. Nice.
Oh yes.
So, okay, how exactly does this attack work? What am I saving against?
You're saving against. So it does necrotic damage, which is basically it does maximum hit points damage. So don't count the 11, just count the 9.
And I'm
And
resistant to necrotic damage.
oh, you are.
Yes. So
Okay.
I take 4 damage, I think.
That is totally fine with me, but you have 4 less hit points. So,
Yeah.
Cool. And then it
Oh, is
lasts
it?
until the creature finishes a long rest.
Well, I saved the Constitution throw, I'm assuming.
Let me see.
Can you post life drain, the skill?
Yeah, let me see here. Maybe.
I'm assuming I take the 9 damage, but not the...
I don't know how to post this.
I'll just find the info.
I thought if I did that, you guys could click on it. So it says the target must succeed on a Constitution saving throw, or its hit point maximum is reduced by an amount equal to the damage taken. Okay, so you succeeded, so you reduce. You just take normal damage then.
So, oh, whoops, I just take the 4 damage, and that's that.
Yep.
Not
Oh, is
killing
this
me
different?
first turn this time.
Yeah, it's a little different for this creature specifically. 4 damage is fine. And then she is going to.
Oh, she cast a spell on me, not a melee attack.
No, it's
Oh,
not
yeah,
a
'cause
spell.
that's a 4th level spell. Jesus.
Yeah. No, she just has it. She has it built in. It's
Ah,
similar
okay.
to that, but not exact. She's gonna move. She'll
Yeah,
just
fine.
move here. That's it. Totally grab.
Are we playing with flanking?
Like it
No.
doesn't exist in D&D 5e.
Okay. Then I'm gonna get there.
Okay.
And I'm gonna attack.
And Femrak grip next, just so you know. Go ahead.
As soon as I remember how to do that.
The DM life.
And I don't do a
8
damn
will
thing.
miss. Anything else?
Wait, when she moved down, why didn't he get an attack of opportunity?
Because I said so.
I was too busy thinking about flanking positioning, but we're not playing with flanking. So, oops. No, I think that's it. I don't have any bonus actions that are relevant.
Okay. Femrak, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna take a quick peek into the crib next
Sure.
to me.
You see a Dusty-esque crib with what looks to be a completely covered, swaddled child inside.
All right, we'll address this later. And then I
Okay.
back out and start approaching the lady.
Okay. The fine young woman.
Fine young woman.
Try and get them digits.
Hell yeah. Can I move? Can I move here? Let's see. Hold on.
Damn it. Forcing someone out of attack range doesn't provoke an attack of opportunity. So sad.
You're trying to whip her out, and then you're such a dick, dude.
They thought of it.
They did. That shit's broken.
Can I move here, Shatner?
Yeah,
Because there's a bed.
that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so I'm gonna get in range, melee range.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a big old chunk. Well, big old swing.
So pissed I forgot about attack of opportunity.
That is gonna miss.
All right, and that'll And
but you'll take a big old chunk out of the bed, and part of it like kind of like heaves over to the side a bit as it's very brittle at this point. The woman in here now is like trying to reason a bit. She's like, "Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? Leave him alone. Leave him alone." Observer, you're up. Race, you're after.
I'll say to her that abominations must be put to rest.
I'm-
And
I'm-
then-
You know not what you speak. Fuck you. You know not what you speak.
then I will
Language.
go
There's a
ahead.
baby around.
yeah, come on now.
I'm gonna cast Shalala.
Okay.
Oh, whoops. I guess I did an attack. Well, I was gonna do that anyway, so.
Okay.
You up to Shalala.
For 24 hits and 5 bludgeoning.
Okay.
Okay. She screams out in pain. She's like, "Curse you! Curse all of you! Leave my child alone!"
That's the end of my turn.
Royce, you're up.
Nice.
25,
Restoration.
12, and you can describe your kill.
I'll let this be DM's choice.
You shoot out an arrow from kind of around the corner, being like as rangery as possible. The arrow flies past all of your friends' heads here and basically pierces the whatever you would call the being that is here. As she sees this sort of damage coming almost in slow motion to her, she kind of cries out and says, "You're wrong about me. You're wrong about me. Leave Walter alone. Curse you. I hope you never leave this house." And with that, she takes the arrow and just kind of like fizzes down into the floor. With that, the child in the crib starts to kind of cry and kind of wake up. And we'll have combat end.
I'm gonna move back into the room
Okay.
with the child.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask Toto if he needs some healing. Looks like he got hit pretty hard there.
I could do with a little.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and let's see, double click and then spell.
And
Is that a-
Vimac, you just kind of hear like the start of the like "I'm waking up" sort of cry of a very young child as you sort of enter the room. Kind of echoes a bit in here.
What is this right here?
That's just a that is just a old dresser.
I'm gonna
Search it.
Sure. Just roll perception. You don't find anything out of the ordinary except for just some old rotted moths clothes.
I'm gonna like peel back the swaddle to see if I can see like the baby's face.
Okay. So as you get closer and sort of like hang over this sort of this swaddled child, you hear the cry sort of piercing, almost ringing in your head. You kind of stop for a second as it's almost disorienting. Your friends behind you sort of call out like what's going on in there, and then you're sort of like almost dragged into unraveling this kid a bit as it's laying in the crib. As you do so, the crying stops. The swaddle sort of lays flat in the crib, and like a very dark, deep sort of laugh kind of echoes from the crib for just a matter of seconds, and you sort of snap out of it and really aren't sure what just happened the last couple seconds. But the crying is gone, and there's clearly no child in that crib.
Can I open? Oh, god damn it! The door right there.
Yep, it's another balcony. The mist is very, very, very close to the house still.
Closing the door.
Nope. 2 points of exhaustion, bitch.
Are these windows here?
Yeah, they are. Sorry, guys.
Is there anything on the fireplace?
No. It is rather empty.
Is there anything? So just looking back in the crib, is there anything left? Like, there's no child, but is there
There's nothing of any use that you would see in there. Royce, as you've been sort of hanging out near that dresser for the last couple minutes and just sort of feeling the disorientation of the cry and the scream and just like what the fuck's going on, that woman's face was falling off. You sense a slight draft near the wall that you're at. And you sort of like inquisitively sort of press into the door or the wall there, and a door opens up slightly.
I'll just kind of
Do it.
stumble in.
Yep.
Hey, you alright?
Whoa, there's a door here.
Inside here, it's very musty, very stale, almost to the level of it's gross, you could say. But yes, there is a staircase that does go upwards.
Somebody want to take the lead?
I can. Just give me a minute.
Alright, doing.
And I stow my warhammer on my belt, and I grab one of those bottles of holy water, and I'm
Okay.
holding that as I walk up the stairs.
Okay.
And I go up.
Sure. Let me see here.
I tell the rest of the crew about what happened in the room too, and just
Okay.
kind of have a puzzled look in my face, not knowing what happened really, not
Okay.
not really
Very
knowing
not
how
right
the game
here.
works.
This is one of those weird times where I have to drag you guys outside.
I'm flying.
Could be a way to like teleport us directly.
Well,
There's
No.
a mod. I'm gonna play with it soon, but I haven't done it yet. I think it lets you set like points on the map, and if you move on them, it teleports you to another point that you specify.
you guys are ascending into a gross hallway with a door at the top of it.
Here, I'll let Toto go. There we go. Now we're at the order.
Okay.
Oh, you guys ready?
Did anyone make note of the key that they found in the library? I think you did, Hisiri.
Yes, let me check my notes.
Okay, I don't mean to ruin all that deep engagement here, but that key you'll need for the top of this door. It's been 2 weeks, and I need to do better notes for 2 weeks. But the door at the top here is locked. But you remember you have a key.
The door is locked.
An iron key.
Yes,
Anyone got a
iron
key?
key. Oh, Vemrak does.
And
I'm
I've
got
gonna water bucket pass the key forward.
I unlock the door with the key.
Perfect. You may open the door. This is a bare hall choked with dust and cobwebs.
What door
Adventurer's
first?
Rule 101. Furthest right door first. Guess I'll open this one up.
That is
Oh,
a very
outside.
small balcony. Mist comes
Hey,
in.
Fuck!
Damn it.
Yeah,
Perfect. So, this room contains a bricked up window flanked by 2 dusty wood framed beds sized for children. Closer to the door is a toy chest with windmills painted on its sides and a dollhouse that's a perfect replica of the dreary edifice in which you currently stand. These furnishings are draped in cobwebs. Lying in the middle of the floor are 2 small skeletons wearing tattered but familiar clothing. The smaller of 2 cradles a stuffed doll that you also recognize as well. This door was also locked and needed to be opened with the key as well.
I think we know the kids aren't real.
Oh.
Do they look like normal moldering skeletons?
How so?
Well, the I don't know. Do they look like
There's nothing.
They just look like skeletons?
Yes, they look like
Okay.
kids. But you make note of the fact that this room is boarded up and was locked as well.
I want to
I'm
read his book.
What was that?
I want to read the book.
Sure. It makes a comment of what you've seen before, but also makes a point that you open the room into what looks to have been Rose and Thorn's final prison or entrapment, if you will. And remember that the key you found was found um, in the library.
I'll let the group know that the kids were trapped in here, according to the book.
gonna shroud these corpses the same way I did.
Okay.
I'm assuming the husband.
As you walk in fully, both children sort of appear. They look similar to how they did outside, a bit more dreary, but they're quizzically looking at you and sort of surprised. And then obviously they're unhappy with their situation, but they sort of immediately call out and say, like, "Who are you? Where's our father at?"
I'm here to help you join your father. I just need to help put you back to bed.
Yes, that sounds nice, but it's and like Rose is talking and Thorn is kind of just holding on to this doll in his hand, and she goes, it seems like it's been so long, and where are they? Is the monster downstairs? Is he gone?
We've dealt with one monster and we'll find the other. I just want to make sure you two can sleep soundly while we do so.
Yes, that sounds nice, but the door, and you kind of sense that like memories are sort of coming back into play here. She goes, she starts to describe like a situation where they were in here for a very long time, and sort of like almost starts to ask for like food, and then sort of looks around and like sees the skeletons on the floor, and then both of them start to like hold each other and sort of cry, not phonetically, just sort of like just tears of understanding the full situation, if you will. Thorn is mostly concerned, I think, in crying because his sister is. But Rose is sort of holding her brother and trying to comfort him, saying it's okay, it's going to be okay. And they're sort of, for the most part, sort of ignoring you at this point, just sort of comforting each other.
So I'll kneel down next to the two ghosts and just kind of try to, I guess, I don't know if I can hug them or not, but just kind of try to tell them that it'll be okay, and I'll let them go to sleep and move on from this horrible experience.
Okay. Roll a persuasion check.
Oh, okay, 1 second. I'm guidancing. Because I'm at disadvantage. I'm at disadvantage on this, right?
Yep.
Yes.
And then I get to add 1d4 if that matters.
That's fine. Roll the 1d4. Nice. Rose looks up at you. Thorn is really not concerned. He's sort of like kind of hiding away. He's looking sort of back out through the door, and he kind of whispers like, "Who are your friends? What are you guys doing here?" Rose is like, "Shh, it's okay, it's okay. Maybe they've come to help. Maybe it's not too late." And she kind of like she kind of looks up at you with like a grim smile on her face, and she goes, "Yes, sleep sounds nice. Just be careful. The last person we saw was father, and he didn't look okay. Have you seen him? Can you bring him to us?"
He can't come.
Why? Where is he?
The monsters got him too.
She sort of like tries to like cover her brother's ears like as you say that, but it's sort of no use. He starts to kind of cry out a little bit more here, and sort of the full set in of what's gone on sort of comes over him. She looks at you grimly and just sort of states like, well, I guess the worst really has happened, but why are we here? Can you help us? Can we come with you? We don't I don't want to be alone.
Can everybody else hear this, or is it just me?
Yes.
I just kind of look back. They
All
may be
move
able
the
to help.
room.
Okay. There is a chest there, observer. Let me see. Just note that there's a chest there. And then, I'm sorry, what did you say, Toto?
So I'll, after looking back at the group, I'll turn back to, I guess, Rose and say, it may get worse before it gets better if you come with us.
That's fine. We've been in this room for so long, we can't bear it. Just take us with you. You get the idea that you don't want to do this. You're not sure exactly why, but there's kind of just like a tickle of the mind, if you will.
I'll tell them that death is not quite the end. It's nothing to be scared of. It is just the next cycle in our existence.
Roll persuasion. As you guys kind of move out, like Thorn does move up as he's crying. And he kind of looks at you, Vemrak. Describe your character again. Like, what is he wearing? He's just like, go ahead.
He's essentially bare-chested, with leather straps holding his bracers on. But he's just a towering figure. He's about 7 feet, close to 300 pounds, just an absolute
Unit
specimen of a half-orc.
So he's like looking at you. He's like, I've never seen someone like you. And he kind of like is just sort of like looking, admiring. He's still holding his doll. Observer, that's a 4, right?
Yeah.
They're like, I think we've been, and she kind of whispers to you. She's like, dead for a long time, and I assure you, none of those things are pleasant about it. But we just, maybe we could find our mother, or maybe we could speak to Margaret, or hang out with Walter. Where are they at?
There's some magic in your house, and it may be better if you wait for us to clear it and then take you out.
She's like kind of shaking her head. Like Thorn is now like kind of like almost like taking a liking to you, Vemrak. He sort of like holds up his doll to you and kind of like wants you to like maybe look at it or inspect it or like compliment on it, like just kind of a kid's way of like, look what I have kind of thing.
I'll look at him.
Okay.
I'll look down at him and kind of chuckle, and I'll reach out to take the doll.
Okay. He like notices that and then kind of like points to the chest over here, and he's like kind of like beckoning, like, I have more, like, come play. You're speaking to Rose, Toto, and you said that you feel like it's better for her to stay. She goes, I don't want to be alone in this room anymore. It's as simple as that.
I just like that the kid's interested in their work and not the robot man.
Well, you're clothed.
Not my face.
Maybe. That's true. So Vemrak, you're kind of like, he opens up his chest, and inside, there is, an assortment of stuffed animals and toys. He kind of pulls them out and starts to like just basically just child's play with them. So do you kind of like bend over or sit down and kind of like just kind of hang out with him?
I kind of just watch him play. Like I'll pick up one of the animals, but don't really engage too much.
Okay. He kind of looks over and he's like, which one's your favorite? And then Rose is still sort of adamantly basically saying like, she doesn't want to stay. She doesn't want to be alone. She wants to, like, she asks us again, like, where's Margaret at?
We haven't encountered a Margaret, right? We encountered.
You have not.
Yeah. Okay. We haven't found Margaret yet. We found your father, and I think we found your mother, or what used to be your mother.
She's like, well, if you found them, Margaret's room is by Walter's. Like, she takes care of Walter. I don't know. I don't know. I heard them arguing a lot before all this happened, but I don't. So, you found my mother, or you found Margaret?
Find the mom. We found the wet nurse. Right?
Yeah. Who is Margaret to you?
Margaret's my mom's helper. She takes care of the baby when mom and dad are busy.
Is your mom's name Elizabeth?
Yeah. I mean, I don't call her that, but well, I have when I was mad, but yeah, not normally. But yeah, that's her.
Would I do a skill check that would tell me ways to get rid of ghosts that I may know, like Arcana or nature?
So sure, let me like in terms of like how to lay them to rest.
Yeah.
So you know that, well, let's do I'm tempted to do religion. Do a religion check.
It's gonna be my least favorite.
The default you've heard is like you can lay their bones to rest if they are still in like the material plane by default, but there's other stuff obviously that you may be missing or unsure about.
That's the cleric of the group. Do you know how to lay these children to rest?
Would I know more esoteric ways of doing that normally?
Yeah, you would know that finding where they were supposed to be buried, if it's been disturbed or if it's been interrupted, then yes, that putting that situation, making it whole, if you will, is effective. But you also know that ghosts in these situations like can possess people and have been known to do so in the afterlife. So the basics of a ghost tends to have that ability. So you're tentative of that, but not exactly sure what would trigger that.
I guess, yeah, my concern is I tried to shroud the father. I can shroud these bones, but none of these are resting places, and I'm worried, and I'm kind of looking a bit at Rose as I say this, because I know she can hear me saying this. Like, there's something tethering their spirits here, and I don't want to agitate them to the point that they lose control.
She like looks at you and she's like, well, I don't know about all that, but, and she's like kind of like she like uses her finger to like beckon you closer, like she wants to whisper something in your ear. She's like, I have a secret, but I never told anybody, but you guys seem nice, you know. And she kind of like looks over at Thorn, like, Vemrak, you're barely involved, but involved enough to kind of like occupy the boy for now. She's like, I want to tell you something.
I will let her tell me.
Okay. You bend down and she kind of whispers. She basically says, like, there's secrets. The dollhouse my parents made, it's a perfect representation of the house. You should check it out. And then she that seems to be all she has to say. She kind of moves around and she's like, I understand you guys don't want to take us, but I really don't want to be alone here again. So please take us.
We'll find a better solution than that. Just, we'll be back soon once we found your mother.
No, I want to talk to her if all this other bad stuff is happening, why we were left in here. And she starts to kind of get angry, but calms herself down as she kind of like sees Thorn like look over up and like perk up and maybe start to be frightened a bit, but then continue playing with toys. And he's just kind of cycling through the chest here.
Little girl, who boarded up your room?
I don't know. I think it was Dad. But he was rambling, trying to be comforting, but I think I heard him say it was for the best, or it was better than not doing it. But we screamed, and she kind of like gets quieted down. She's like, we heard the monster a lot before we got really hungry. And she's like tentative to continue speaking as like Thorn is again like perking up and, you know, trying to maybe be involved in the adult conversation.
Did your mother and father argue about anything before your father put you in here?
Yeah, like I said, Margaret and them seemed to be angry at each other, but I don't know what it was about. I was happy when we had a brother, but I feel like my mom never was. I don't know.
Can you show us the dollhouse?
Yeah. And she like kind of like walks over and she just kind of like points out a couple sort of places. If you go over to it, she's like pointing out certain spots. If you're trying to look, I'm still gonna say because it's dark in here, roll a perception check to kind of see. Anyone trying to like observe this?
So would dark vision
Yes.
matter?
Yeah, it does. Just still roll a perception check because it's like an ornate. It's inside the.
Should I be rolling one too?
Ugh. I got a 10.
Okay. She's like showing you, and you like kind of like don't really see it, but then eventually you see that there is a secret stairwell that's built into the outside perimeter walling of the house that leads from this floor down to a basement. You also show and see a room that's off of the library, which you don't remember finding. And then you also see the secret staircase that you guys stumbled upon from the third floor to get to this floor as well. And all of those doors have now been opened on my end, so if you guys enter those rooms again, they'll be spotted. She goes, "Yeah, that's Dad told me about it, but said I should never tell anybody, but at this point I think it's safe. So, yeah, we should go. I don't want to be in here anymore. Thorn, grab your stuff. We're gonna leave now. We're gonna go out of this room. Go find Walter maybe." He kind of perks up. He's like, "Okay," and then starts to like grab some toys, like way too many that he can hold, and like starts to kind of shove them in his like shorts and puts them under his arm and stuff like that.
So the kids are coming with us. Alright. Gonna move out to the room. Do you guys want to check out the library first and see that extra room?
Should we finish this floor while we're here and then do the library?
Yeah.
I opened this door.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll save you some time. There's nothing in there. It's just a spare bedroom.
Okay. I opened this door.
Okay. That is a very interesting room. This is a storage room. Let me see. This dusty chamber is packed with old furniture, chairs, coat racks, standing mirrors, dress mannequins, and the like, all draped with dusty white sheets. Yeah, there's just a bunch of sheets and things covered. Of note, most of them look to be furniture. A couple of them seem to hide like rectangular chests, if you will. Thorn is going to come out, and they're going to look over and like notice you, Royce, and say, oh, "You've been out here the whole time. Who are you?"
I'm just hanging out. My name's Royce.
Royce, okay. They kind of just like wander around this room in here. Vimrak, go ahead. You do notice that there is a passage here that's built into the wall that Observer knows about.
Okay. I'm gonna start taking the sheets off and just kind of see curiously what this room is all about.
Okay. You take all the sheets off. There's nothing of any real interest to you except for the sheet that comes off of this here. There is a dusty old chest that is covered by the sheet by that furnace type thing here.
All right. I yell out to Royce, "Hey, come check this for traps. There might be something juicy in here."
Right. I was just having a cigarette, sitting back down.
Perfect timing.
While you get situated, I ask Rose if she remembers talking to us outside the house.
She looks at you and goes, "No, like silly. We just met."
So we did.
Come here, Royce. Follow me. Check for traps on that, please.
Stand still,
Okay,
monkey.
what is that? Perception?
You can do perception or like investigate. Doesn't seem to be any traps. It's a pretty ordinary chest overall, albeit dusty and old.
I'm gonna go ahead and open it.
Okay. Inside, you see the skeletal remains of a probably woman with clothing still, or with some clothing still on, and looks to be like wrapped in like a bed sheet that is stained and covered with dry blood.
I'm gonna do perception check on the kids. I want to see if they look identical to the ones we saw outside.
They do.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna shout, "Hey, holy man, come here."
Rose kind of perks up. It's like, "Oh, what'd you find?"
You know,
I'm
Greg,
gonna-
you could use.
I'm gonna go to exit the room and stop the children.
I'll say,
Okay.
let us take a look first, please.
And
Okay.
beckon to Grim.
She's just gonna like hang out by the door. Just like,
Yeah.
all right.
I'm gonna stand like in the doorway,
Yep.
like a
Okay.
bouncer.
So what does the dress look like?
It's of nice quality. It's definitely not like of like the super rich, you'd say, but it does have we'll roll a medicine check.
Oh boy. God, this disadvantage is killing me.
It looks like with some time, and Rose is kind of a bit like flustered at this point, like what's in there, but you're kind of like taking your time to like go through these bones like as best you can and to not disturb them, knowing what you do know. It looks as though the skeleton or the person in life was probably stabbed to death and then shoved into this box.
But basically, I
Or at
just
least
want to.
stabbed.
I kind of want to. So just looking at the dress, I'm gonna come back to the door,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna ask Rose what Margaret usually wore.
Let's just say, for the sake of time, she describes what you'd assume is in the box as well.
Okay.
Wait, Margaret or her mom, Elizabeth?
Margaret.
That's Margaret in the chest. Rose, I think.
She's like, Rose was like, why? It's a weird question.
Margaret is also dead, Rose.
She kind of looks back and like sees Thorn kind of like pacing back, and she's like, oh no. And she kind of gets a bit flustered, like, this is just bad. Is there anybody else left in here? Like, what happened?
I think we still need to go to the basement, but would you be more comfortable waiting with your father? Or at least next to where he's been laid to rest?
Sorry, Grim, give me 1 second.
I'm gonna have so many bodies to bury after this.
Wait, I thought the
Elizabeth is the mother.
right,
So
but the abolition or whatever it's called that we defeated.
Oh,
That was Margaret. Oh, and this is her physical remains.
Yeah.
The bodies and the souls are separated.
Rose responds with like a pretty staunch, now like a bit more flustered response of like, I don't want to be left alone. How could you want to leave me in a place like this? It's horrible. All these things you're finding. What are you talking about?
I think something influenced your mother, Rose, and we probably have to help put her to rest too.
Okay, well if she's and she kind of whispers this, like, if she's so bad, then like maybe it's good if I'm there. Like maybe she's evil, like Dad's said a couple times, but I never believed him. And yeah, we can help. I already helped you once. We could help more.
How do you plan on helping?
I don't know, but you can't leave us up here. We were locked in that room for it seemed like hundreds of years.
If we meet your mother, we're probably going to have to fight her, and she may not look like you remember her. Or
She kind of looks up at you like really sassy, of like a 12-year-old girl that thinks she like knows everything. She's like, well, I'm the only one that's dead at this point, so I don't have much to fear. So I'm not going to be left up here. So you make the decision. I'm not leaving my brother, and we need to get out of here, or you need to help us.
Well, we'll get you
Bemrak
out,
will-
Rose. Oh, sorry.
I was just say Bemrak is like really impressed and inspired by her stoutness and kind of like stands up for her and is like, she comes along. She's with us.
Rose kind of looks over, like perks up, and is kind of surprised, and is like, yeah, I think that's good. What he said.
Just also, Rose, so you know, your mother might have done something to Walter.
With that, it kind of like her tone definitely changes. She's like, what do you mean?
I don't know, but it seems like something happened that to everybody in this house that your mother did. And your brother, we may find him too, but it might not be like you remember him.
No, not Walter. What's in that room? What are you hiding from me? I've been honest with you. Tell me.
Margaret's in here. If you really want to see her, she's in here.
She gets really flustered, and she kind of just starts to like yell. Thorn over in the corner like hears this and kind of like gets agitated as well, and is like, Rose, what's wrong? Rose like kind of calls out, like, okay, well, Margaret's in the room, but what about Walter? Like, where is he? What did they do to him?
You know, we don't know where Walter is right now, but we'll find him.
Well, you were in his room. You had to have passed through there. So what did you find in there? Like, where is he at? And she's kind of getting more and more distraught.
We found
Man.
Margaret's ghost and nothing else.
Roll a persuasion check. She's like, nothing else? Well, okay. Fine. But, okay. Well, you guys just do what you're gonna do, and just don't mind us, okay? You don't have to protect us. We're already, and she kind of looks up at you, and it's like, we're already, she's like, we're already dead. Just help us out, and we'll try and not make it harder for you guys, okay?
I want to open the door to the south.
Okay. That's another spare bedroom with a balcony as well.
Anything?
Nope.
No persuasion checks?
Nope.
Just a window down here.
I wanna check out the library before we continue. You guys wanna come with?
Yeah. Is it this hallway right? What does this lead to? Do we know?
That goes down.
That is the stairwell down to the basement.
And we're gonna go to the library first. Okay.
See this?
I think I can just drag you guys now,
Yeah, go
which
right
is
ahead.
nice. Hold on.
There.
Library. We'll just assume the kids are like following close behind. Is that everybody? Did I double up somebody?
I think you need to get me.
Oh, I didn't grab you. Okay.
And I'll let Rose know that, like, I put her dad in there, what I assume was his bed.
Okay. You guys kind of just hear them, like, just around, like, wherever room you're in, like, just in the room behind, like, sometimes crying, sometimes sobbing, like, Rose trying to just, like, calm her brother down, like, saying, it's okay, it's gonna be okay, it's just gonna get better. In this room here, you guys are now aware of a small secret room off of this one. Let's see. Let me.
They actually made the wall not have a door, obviously, in the illustration, which is nice. That's a problem in my campaign. Sorry.
Sorry. So what are we looking for in this library again?
It's
Yeah,
right here.
I'm reading.
Sketch
Hold
note.
on, give me 1 second.
It's a dead body next to it. What looks like a chest.
I forgot to prep this room. Give me 1 second.
That's it, you're fired.
Fired.
Damn it, Shitner.
Fucking shitty shitner.
Oh. That letter.
Anyone?
This room contains bookshelves packed with tomes describing fiend summoning rituals and other necromantic rituals of occults. There is a mention of this cult specifically. However, none of you have heard of it. Let me see here. There are some books that you can take from here that have to do with these rituals. There's a wooden chest at the feet of one of the walls in here. The lid is half closed. Let me see.
I could have sworn we looted the library already because we
never
got.
saw
This was a secret room.
Oh.
I was
guys never found.
searching for books. I didn't actually search for secret rooms.
How did we come across the secret room this time?
The
Or you just
dollhouse.
The dollhouse shows every room.
Rose showed us all of the secrets.
Gotcha.
So there's a skeleton in here that's basically hanging halfway out of a chest. The chest is open. In the skeleton's chest are 3 darts. And let me see. This chest was at some point set for traps. Clutched in the skeleton's left hand is a letter bearing this seal.
Nice cropping.
What do you mean?
The top of the image.
What does it show? Because I'm just using it right from.
It says Strahd's crest.
Oh, right. I think it's
Good
fine.
cropping. Oh, okay. Is it a female corpse?
And then it looks to be a male. And then let me see here. If you remove the person from the chest, there is a letter as well. I'll show that to you guys.
Oh boy.
And then all of this is also present in the chest. So on that person who's dead, and this person you would presume was it entered this area much longer after all the events of the house itself. More of an adventurer just kind of found themselves in here. That letter was on them. And then there's also some items in here as well. And that is what is also in the chest. Those scrolls you can portion out.
I'm making a loot item real quick.
Okay.
Who are the priests of Ozybus?
We're not sure.
But sorry, where did we see that name?
In some of the books that are in this secret sort of library, they tend to have to do with the occult and some type of dark powers that are trying to be summoned.
Yeah, I'll take the necromancy stuff.
Make a note of those books, or at least of one of them, and you can spend some time with an intelligence check to try and learn something from them.
Okay, I'll put that in my inventory. So necromancy book.
Yep. And just make a note, like from Durst house. Now that you see their full names.
The Durst house.
Durst. Yep.
Can you share that letter one more time?
Yes.
I can paste it real quick. One sec. Never mind.
Alright.
Do you guys
So are
not keep these in your journal entry area?
Nope.
Oh wow.
Wait, what's our journal entry? All right.
I don't know. That's what Roll20 did. Kind of weird that
Yeah.
this doesn't.
I pasted the letter text into the library loot item on the party.
There's search journal entries under journal entries, but
Can you-
doesn't look like you're adding them to our list.
Okay.
I
So-
I have everything. I'm taking screenshots of everything and creating it in a OneNote document.
Oh,
so.
cool. Are the necromancy books separate from the 3 blank books in the chest?
Yes.
Cool. At some point, I'll probably want to look at those too.
Those books just seem to be of value in terms of their binding and their make. Just of fine quality.
Oh, I meant the book that
The books I took.
Yeah, because I study my enemies.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, there's multiple books of them. They're all from sort of the same general theme, if you will. So in specific, they describe fiend summoning and necromantic rituals of a cult of the priest of Ozibus. But there's definitely more to read to like dive into that, or maybe learn something good or bad.
We're done with this room.
Can just while I'm in the library, the books about necromancy don't really hold any interest for me. But can I see if there's any books of any orcish gods, or deities that would exist? Anything that would have to do with like orcish lineage?
There's if you spend, I'm assuming you guys are okay with spending like 5-10 minutes in here.
Sure.
Yeah.
Throughout that time, you sort of flip through and just sort of look. It's obviously a much smaller library in here, but in this room specifically, no, you don't find anything having to do with orcish gods.
While
And
he's
then
doing that,
the will that there is a will that's signed by Gustav and Elizabeth Durst, and it does give the house over to Rosavalda and Thornbolt Durst. The house and a windmill.
while he's doing the searching, I'll also search for a book that may have my information in the same way Toto's book exists in here.
You can spend time doing that. I'll say it's another 5 minutes in here.
I mean,
but
like, as he was doing it, I'll be doing this.
You don't find anything like that.
Is Rose next to us?
No, they are both sort of in the room kind of behind you guys. She's spending most of her time just comforting her brother. I didn't move them down, but
I'm just gonna say to the group, we probably need to figure out where this windmill is.
Let's
Well-
do one thing at a time.
Basement first.
Say that again.
We need to do one thing at a time. Let's go to the basement next.
So while
pointing out
everybody
as-
else is doing their things, I'm trying to rack my brain for any sort of summoning ritual I would know that would involve a child or a stillborn child. Is there any check I can make for that?
you can roll a religion.
Well, and because I have time, I'm actually going to guidance myself.
Okay.
So 7.
There's plenty of deities that would be okay with something as fucked up as that, but none of them that stand out specifically as sort of focusing on that. Yeah.
I'm more kind of trying to think of like what we might encounter if there was a ritual of a stillborn kid. Like that was kind of what I was going for. I don't know if I'd get anything off of that. But...
You wouldn't. Nothing off of that. No.
Yeah.
Okay. Rez, ready to head to the basement?
We're ready.
Okay. Do you guys want to take a quick bio here? Or are you guys good to keep going?
I'm good.
I'm good.
Good.
Can I grab a cup of water and then
No.
Yeah.
back?
You just kill the music?
So I did.
Oh, you changed it. Guess I'll grab a snack. Wait. I'll be right back.
Okay.
We have not hit level 2 yet, right?
I'm sorry. You guys hit level 2 right now. That was perfect timing.
Oh, let's go! How do we do
As
it?
you-
What do we do?
if you're all in D&D Beyond, you can just level up there, and then it should just import. If not, then you just have to check your characters like table and see what you get at that new level, plus roll for additional hit points, and yeah.
All right, so I'm in D&D Beyond.
Okay.
Um,
I would wait like until Observer gets back because he's done it through there. I have literally never done it, so he can probably tell you
Okay,
exactly
so
where it
it's
is.
super simple. Top right, there's a builder button. Click a little anvil.
Yep.
You click on that guy, and it's going to take you to your character builder for your character.
Yep.
And then you can go to class, so the second tab at the top.
Yep.
And then under level on the right side, there's a drop down. Just go to 2.
Okay.
And with that, you can start making, there should be something at the bottom that probably opened up.
Yeah, it gave me. Yeah.
Yep, make a choice there.
What about HP? It says.
So you can manage your HP up there.
You hit level 2, Grim.
Oh crap. Okay.
It should automatically do it.
Yeah.
If you're doing fixed, so it should probably already got a bonus there. Mine just went straight to 21, so it did. I think it rolled 9 bonus.
How can I see it? It said.
Yeah, I think it
Yeah.
just auto rolls it for you.
Okay.
Ooh.
I've got stuff to do.
Channel Divinity.
Looks like it's fixed. Is it supposed to be fixed?
I think it depends on what you play. You can override it. It looks like if you really want to override hit points, use the fuel to override a typical hit point maximum. I don't know where that override is though.
How do I add my spell casting? Like I see the drop down for spell casting, but it's not letting me pick the spells.
It might automatically pick one for you depending on what it says. Or it's either that or it's going to be there's a drop down on the right. So you're probably looking at class features, which is right underneath the title for your class. To the right, there's an optional features manager. To the right of that, there's spells.
Okay, I see it.
Okay, so I just do that and then go. If I go back to my character sheet, I get an error. Found a Foundry VTT tab that has not been activated. Please click.
That's fine.
How do I make sure everything is updated in Foundry?
So that should have been it for D&D Beyond, and then you'll have to import again. So I haven't actually done that yet, so we're gonna see how that works. Make sure to click on the features and traits once, just to make sure it tracks.
Okay.
And
When I level up, do I? It's not like I go to max HP like a video game, right? Like I still have damage.
I actually don't know about that. Oh, cool. So it looks like for when you update, it doesn't overwrite your inventory, so you should be good there.
Oh,
You actually turn off weapons and other equipment. Yeah, so you can turn off weapons and other equipment. Currency, we don't want to adjust either. You just want to adjust the class's features and spells.
How do you export? Is it just share?
You don't export at all. You just go to your character, double click on it. There's a D&D Beyond red text at the top right. You click on that, and it probably already has your URL if you were using it already.
I think it has a random one.
Doesn't have the one that you're using earlier.
Well, it
Yes.
has a URL, but I don't know if it's the same one. I think it was.
You just go to the D&D Beyond and check see if it's the same thing.
Yeah, it's not.
Okay, then just copy it into there, and then, like I said, make sure to not overwrite the inventory. So yeah, don't overwrite name, weapons, other equipment, currency, image, bio. All you want to do is classes, features, and spells. That should probably be the only things that actually changed here.
Okay.
And yeah, that's actually really painless.
I'm trying to add like on D&D. Well, I'm trying to find like rings, like golden rings. I don't know where I would find that.
Don't
We
worry about
still have 1 point of exhaustion, right?
Yeah.
It got rid of that one, right?
Oh yeah, make sure to reapply that.
So would you keep track of that inventory shit in D&D Beyond, or just keep it in Foundry?
Keep it in Foundry.
So there's a party character. I'd say like add stuff there.
Yeah, anything that we want the group to have, we just put in the party. If you want to hold on to something specific, then you can put it in your loot section of the inventory, because the inventory is not going to get overridden by D&D Beyond because we turned off overriding equipment when you went to import.
Do we get the full benefits of like a long rest and everything from the level up?
I'm gonna say fuck you, but I'll look. I don't think that's actually a thing. But let me see.
Because like I'm learning new spells. Do I get my one spell? Like, do I get that spell slot back or no?
Let me check.
What are hit dice?
You get one
Used
hit.
for. Oh, go ahead.
You get one per level, and they're used for what, short rests. You can recover a number of hit dice. You can basically roll hit dice, and the size of the hit die is based on your class. It used to be that you would roll every level your hit die to find out. Well, you still can, but hit dice are kind of a pull forward from older versions of the game.
Question: it's somehow showing my inventory is almost full, 255 pounds out of 300, but I don't have nearly that much in my inventory.
It might be.
If you guys want to try and long rest, you can do that. But by default, I'll say in this situation, no.
So I
you
guess
will.
I had expended one spell slot out of 2. Now I have 3. So do I have 1 or 2 slots left?
Imagine.
Let's do this because this won't happen very often. Let's say you reset everything except your exhaustion. Unless you want to try and actually do a long rest in the house.
And just because
So
the import reset my spell slots, so
yeah, that's fine. For
guys-
everything on paper, you guys have taken a long rest. That's fine. Health and everything else, but you guys feel so inspired having found the kids and walking down this dusty ass staircase. You feel truly empowered in doing so, but you're still very tired.
I guess, yeah, let's just. So, we get all the benefits of a long rest, you said, except for removing exhaustion.
Losing the exhaustion. Yep.
Okay, cool. Works for me.
oh hey,
Are you guys ready?
observer.
Yes.
No, Royce.
Yes.
You get advantage on the next initiative roll that you make.
Okay.
It's Vigilant Blessing. It's one of my abilities. I can just do it all the time.
Cool. Thank you.
How do I how do I add to the party inventory?
It's under cargo and crew. And if you look at cargo, I've just been adding stuff.
Where do I see cargo and crew?
There's attributes, features, cargo and crew, and description in the character sheet on it. And so if you like double click on it like you would your character sheet.
Top right, actors directory. It's the multiple people.
Oh yeah. Also that.
And then double click on party.
Double click party and then cargo and crew.
Cargo crew.
Okay.
And if you look under cargo, I've been adding our party loot as we go. Although there's 2 just new loot items. Oh, there it goes.
Alright, so which way is the direction to the basement?
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I've been down here staring at it the entire time, forgetting I haven't moved you yet. Welcome.
Whoa.
Death house. Ooh. I might need some light down here. I can't see
I can
shit.
cast light on something if you need it.
Yeah, might as well just do it to my quarterstaff.
I will cast light on his quarterstaff.
Which gives dim light or bright light 30, dim light 30.
I just want to post it.
Yeah, 1 second. Bright, yeah, 2020. I'm not gonna place the token.
And I'm gonna do that you're emitting this light because now others
Yeah.
that just have dark vision.
You can do the. Do you have the torch icon?
I don't. It's not showing up.
It should be on like the
Weird.
token.
That should help others see though, as well now. I don't see it on the token.
Weird.
No.
Well, I guess we can start exploring. Is there whatever we start moving around?
No. The moment you guys reach the bottom, Rose and Thorn are both now like thoroughly terrified, not only of the sound and the smell and the creepiness and the onset of the idea that this has all been below their house the entire time. They're like, I know we complained a lot about coming with you, but it's really scary down here. Can we stay in the staircase and you guys just check on us every couple minutes? Is that fine?
I don't know if we can check on every couple minutes, but we'll check on you when we can.
Well, okay. Just don't be gone too long.
Demar
We'll
kind
come
of
back
like
to you.
Demar kind of like gives like a disappointed look. That she was such a fierce warrior before and it's kind of backed off.
She like notices that and she's kind of like, well, you know, it's mostly for Thorn. Like he's really scared, you know.
Asking for a friend.
Kind of just give
Um,
a little like a disgruntled like half orc snort. And just turn around.
Are you leaving me, chat?
Just like
Yes.
she
Sorry.
lost my respect.
Some points there.
I'm gonna take one of my bottles of holy water because I think I have 3 of them.
Okay. Yes, you do.
And I ask Rose, "Can you hold this?" Because I don't know if she can touch corporeal objects.
Yes.
If something that's not us comes towards you down here, throw this bottle at it as hard as you can, and then run away if we're not here.
She's like, okay, throw the bottle, and run away. Okay, yeah. I can do that.
Don't drink it.
No, I won't. I won't. No, I won't drink it.
Okay. We will come back as soon as we can to help you. But
Okay.
we have to find out what's down here.
Okay. For anyone that passes the threshold sort of around the corner here where I just don't have any space, so Royce and Observer, you guys hear the muffled chanting, incredibly rhythmic, very consistent, very hollow and muffled chanting constantly. At this point where you currently are, you don't have really any idea of specifically where it's coming from, either north or south. But there is definitely something down here or some event going on or something happening currently. It's not changing in speed or rhythm. It's very consistent, but it's incredibly muffled. So you assume that it's quite a bit ways away at this point. What you're currently looking at now, there's no direction. It's coming from basically all directions at this point. It's very echoey. This dungeon level is carved out of the earth, so clay and rock. The tunnels you're in now are about 4 feet wide and about 7 feet high, with very rather sturdy looking timber braces about every 5 feet. And yeah, so this is obviously carved with some intention, and looks to be sturdy overall. but obviously a bit creepy, nonetheless.
Yeah. Oh, Siri, can you not see my character?
I can, yeah.
Oh, keep on moving inside my character. It's very confusing. I'm like, where did Siri go? God damn it. All right, I'm gonna start moving to the north and kind of tell the guys. I'm gonna start checking over here.
Okay. So you kind of round that corner. This is a very dank, very still, very quiet. Looks to be a crypt. Both of these crypt doors have been opened some time ago, it would seem.
Both what?
Both crypt doors have been opened sometime before. And let me see here. There is this. The one that you are next to is empty. Observer. Looks like just to be a blank slate. There's a stone slab here, meant to seal, but it leans against a nearby wall. The crypt is empty. The southern one has um, a seal, and carved into it ornately is the name Walter Durst.
Sure. That was the father, right?
That
No.
was the baby.
It's the baby.
Okay. Well, we know where to put the baby when we find it.
Is the other crypt labeled?
It is unlabeled.
Okay. I'm gonna keep on moving to the
Sure.
west.
You are walking into what looks to be a nice little sort of headquarters, if you will. Wooden table and 4 chairs stand in this room. To the south, you see multiple little inlets and outlets that seem to be alcoves containing moldy straw pallets. Little sleeping area here.
Keep on looking around here. Guessing nothing to perceive. It's just beds, right?
You can roll investigation if you'd like, or just if you want to do a perception for the whole room.
Do a perception for the whole room. Let's see
Okay.
if there's anything out of ordinary. Is it control it does? Control rating?
It's definitely not nice in here. There's nothing that really stands out. There are footprints in this room. They mostly go from door frame to door frame, however.
Okay. Continue moving. Right here.
Okay.
I'm just kind of waiting to bring up the back of the party so that our ranger isn't.
Okay.
He
In
continues casting Shalala as well.
Okay. Dangerous. At second level, you get an uncanny sense of when things nearby aren't as they should be, giving you an edge to dodge away from danger. You have advantage on dexterity saving throws against effects that you cannot see. Traps. Cool. Awesome. Observer, you enter a room. So there is a 4-foot diameter well shaft in this room, with a 3-foot high stone lip that descends. Do you want to look down it?
Sure, why not?
From what you can see, it probably falls about 30 feet to a water-filled cistern below. A wooden bucket does hang from a rope, and there is a pulley mechanism here as well. There are 5 side rooms that you can see, all a lot nicer overall than the initial room you guys walked through. But yes, each one contains a bed and a chest as well. Each chest does have a rusty iron padlock on it that presumably would need to be picked.
Okay, we don't have any lockpicking tools, I'm guessing.
I think Royce does, right? Thieves' tools.
I don't believe I do.
What about hitting it with a warhammer?
You can always try and smash them. They are very old-looking chests.
I meant the locks.
The locks as well, yeah.
You
As
guys
well,
want me to try and break them?
I
I'm
can.
gonna like come back to this after. And
Or yeah, do we want to look now or come back after?
I think we can always come back after.
I say we
Um,
look now.
As you guys are sort of discussing this, you hear a scream coming from the north where you came from, and the crying out of what seems to be the voice you recognize as Rose.
I'm gonna go.
Okay, all of you running back.
Yep.
Yep.
She is basically in the same spot you left her in. She's like holding the holy water, and she almost throws it at you as you round the corner, and she's just like, "Oh God!" And she's like just freaking out, just kind of screaming and yelling, like, "Get it away!"
What's wrong, Rose?
She's kind of like coming back to you, and she's like, "I don't know. I heard a weird noise. I tried to run up the stairs, but I don't know. It kept me here. Like I couldn't move. It was, I don't know what it was. We're gonna go upstairs. We're gonna hang out one more floor above. But it was a slappy, slimy, sticky noise. Like it was wet. It was gross.
Before she goes upstairs, I just look her in the eyes and I'm like, just remember, you're already dead. You can't die twice.
Yeah, but you know, for Thorn's role, is that, how did you say that? Like an intimidating way or like a sarcastic way?
And more intimidating. Not
Okay.
not with any intention.
Not with
More,
any intention.
More like dryly, just like you're already dead.
Absent-mindedly.
yeah.
This is matter of factly.
Trying to scare her into being brave, I guess.
Okay. She's like, yeah, I know, but I just screamed to warn you guys to look out for it. I never saw it, but it came from the south. Just just trying to help.
Well, you guys want to go south, or you want to go bashing some chests? Because
I'll thank Rose
Hey,
for
let's go
trying to
south.
warn us. Just to like,
Yeah,
be
of
nice to her.
course. And she like starts to head back up, like Thorn in front of her. She's kind of like pushing him up. She clearly wants no business down here at all.
Yeah, we can go south.
Are you guys have fog of war on or no? Like, can you guys see where you've been or no?
yeah, we can see
Yeah.
it's dark, but we can
Okay.
see.
Okay, cool.
Guess keep on moving south then.
So you guys come into another set.
Right?
Another set of whoa, hey, Vimrak's going. Vimrak, the door that you open it up, and hey, this is on another page. The stone slab etched on this door's crypt reads Elizabeth Durst.
It's the mother.
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna just inspect it and see is it closed? Is it sealed? Is it open?
Sure. So just step inside, and you kind of look. You roll a strength check to kind of like move the slab a bit more. It's partially open if you want to look inside fully.
I have disadvantage on this, correct?
Yes. Over on your guys' end, you guys are standing in the room observer. Both slabs are labeled Roosevelt and Thornbolt Durst.
Okay, then I'll take the bodies.
Vimrak, you have no issue opening this. I also need you to roll initiative.
All of us.
We'll just do the ones over here. He can call out for help. Boiling and crusting out and flailing out of this entire area is a swarm of centipedes. Why did that look so weird? Vimrak, go ahead. In front of you right now is just a swarm of disgusting bugs that are just trying to like get under you, as best you can see.
All right. kind of with like the flat of my great axe, I'm gonna try to like just slam on top of them and make a strike.
Okay. Go ahead. A 9 is going to miss. Anything else?
I'll just start backing away from them.
Did
Okay.
we hear that?
Sure. You can hear kind of the crumblings and things like that. They're going to get an attack of opportunity on you if you want to move. Is that fine?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Nice.
A 5 and a 7 are going to miss. I'm going to have them move. They are going to occupy your space, and they are going to try and swarm up your leg, attacking everything around them. An 11 is going to miss. Damn, feels bad. They're going to move right there, and the rest of you can just take a turn. You guys might just kill them in one turn. So, Royce, go ahead. Barreling through this cavern here, or this little 4-foot area that you see behind you is a mass of centipedes. Disgustingly, some of them are already bloodied and gross, and you hear Vemrat kind of cry out like, "Ah, shit!" Go ahead, Royce.
Okay, I would like to Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
Or wait, I guess that costs us. I'll probably not do
I think
that,
it's a
actually.
bonus action, right? Or is it a?
It's a bonus action first level spell.
Oh, so it is a spell. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm not going to do that actually.
Okay.
I'm going to do a regular attack.
A 10 is going to miss.
Okay, and I will just kind of move up out of the way there.
Okay. Whoever's next closest is fine to go ahead. Grim, we'll say, or Toto, go ahead.
I will step up and I will Sacred Flame the mass of centipedes.
Oh shit. Okay.
That's a dex saving throw.
Yeah. Let's. I'm trying to see if they have any negatives to that. Dex save. Give them a 4. Yay! What's the damage? 8?
8.
8 radiant. Okay. You light up this cavern as flame comes pouring out of you and just washes over and kills like maybe 20 or 30% of the ones that are swarming around. Anything else?
I'm gonna just kind of step out of the way.
Okay. Observer, go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna use Chilling Touch.
Okay.
That's 4 necrotic damage.
4 necrotic. Gross. Let me
It's
see.
neither chill nor a touch.
Right? Yeah, for real. Anything else? -4. Necrotic Enema washes over, just popping and exploding the brains of these tiny little creatures across. There seems to be about half the swarm left at this point.
Yep, that is it for me.
Okay. Vimrak, go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna aim my axe at the largest cluster of them as I can and take another
Okay.
swing.
Okay.
Can I get some rolls tonight, please?
Please. 14 hits, 9 damage, and you can actually describe your kill.
I just take the kind of like the flat of my axe and try to hit as much surface area in the ground as I can.
Okay.
You just splatter.
Just like
And,
sweeping across the ground. Gross. Yeah. You have no issue just kind of like wiping the floor with the last remaining of these. You obviously don't kill them all with that one hit, but the rest of them you just kind of stomp them out, and the other ones kind of just scurry away. So combat there has ended, and that was the crypt, if you will, of Elizabeth Durst that you opened.
So the 2 by Observer are for Rose and Thorn.
Yes. So the northern one is Rose's crypt. It has her full name etched in it, Rosavalda Durst. And then the one below is etched in with the full name of Thornbolt Durst as well.
We could try putting them to rest if those crypts are empty.
I just want to. I'm gonna go back to this the tomb as well,
Okay.
and just peek inside now that I've opened it.
You see the dead remains of a bunch of old festering centipedes, but it is an empty coffin. An empty coffin. Other than that,
Role playing wise, I'm gonna give a little fist bump to myself, having learned Chill Touch from that necromantic book.
nice.
First try.
Hell yeah, brother.
I'll go ahead and open the top.
Okay. It looks similar to the other ones you found. It seems to be empty and never having been set before. That's the case for both of them.
Is the
I
top right one for the husband?
Yes. Yes, it does have his. Let me see here. Gustav's name is etched into the stone here, and there's an empty coffin there as well.
Do we want to try and put those spirits to rest first, or do that later?
think we should probably deal with any immediate threats first.
Yeah, I agree.
Fair enough.
You do note that there's not a ton that you have to do. You basically can just put their bones in and close it. That can be as simple as it is.
Alright, well, there's 3 bodies worth. 3 of you guys want to go up, and I can just hold this position here.
Do you think there's any reason to not do it before we find the mother or Walter?
I want to talk.
I wasn't meaning to like say you should. I'm just saying there's no like necessarily like ritual that needs to go along with it. Yeah.
I think we need to talk to Rose more before we lay her to rest.
So leave it be for now.
Yeah, because I want to ask her about what information she has about like the windmill. If she knows the location. If she knows who this Strahd guy is. So,
Let's continue on then.
So my guy's a little uneasy, but goes along with it. Like, not like mistrustful, but you can just tell it bothers Toto to not immediately deal with it.
I would also note that I am a little uneasy, as I prefer that the dead pass on to the next cycle.
we're just looking to make more companions for them to make their journey. Let's go find some.
Go to the south here first.
Sorry, I'm AFK. I need to bio really quick.
Guess we should probably not continue moving. Alright, quickly move through the entire thing so we can see everything before he gets back.
WASD.
Break the game.
Luckily, I control when things appear, so fuck off.
Oh, the monsters are hidden.
I don't know if you guys saw when I used Chill Touch. You should read the stats on it.
So you learned that from a book? How does that work?
No, you learn from leveling up, but I like to make it a little more lore-like.
What class are you, Observer?
I'm a druid.
Oh, okay.
Wait, can't wizards in D&D actually like learn from stuff they find in environments, or no?
That's the only way that they learn. So like the different spell casting concepts are like you have it innately in you, or like in a wizard situation, like you just have to read a lot basically. So you can use other spell books to add or remove from your own and stuff like that.
I was gonna say if you have to learn out of a spell book, that's a long rest thing. But
yeah,
Druids
but like
and
sorcerers, for example, like they have an event in their life where they've become like attuned to magic, either in like a positive or a negative way. And then like druids are kind of like born into it as well. But with most wizards, it's like a choice they've made. They might be better or worse at it than others, but it's more like a studious thing, which is why it's tied to intelligence versus other spellcasters tied to wisdom, more innate.
Yeah, because the way my casting works is I actually know all the spells on my list. I just have to pick a certain subset to prepare any given day.
Same.
Gotcha.
I've got a
Um,
lot of spells I can go through.
This chill touch, is this a cantrip or is this?
I can't trip.
That's a
Look
cantrip.
at the range on it.
Where does it say? 120 feet. I mean,
I'm basically a ranger.
but the fact that it has grievous wounds is insane.
Yeah, necrotic damage is pretty fucked.
Yeah.
However,
Hey, Sacred Flame is also, if we run into anything that's vulnerable to radiant damage,
that'll be. I'm guessing a lot in
I'm just
campaign about vampires.
just thinking maybe Curse of Strahd has a lot of radiant susceptible things.
No.
There's a reason I got that holy water up front too, not just RP.
Also, you see the second part. If I hit an undead target, they also have disadvantage on attack rolls against me.
That's weird.
Is there frost damage that exists in this game or no?
Cold.
I'm surprised that chill touch.
That's the joke, right? Because Chill Touch does neither
okay.
cold damage nor is it a touch range spell, so it's just completely bullshit. Like the name just makes no sense.
Right.
It should be like Ray of the Grave or something.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Oh yeah, you guys went far.
We're being nice.
Where's
What the
Observer?
hell?
No. Fuck you guys. No, stop moving. Hey! Make it where you have to ask to move. Let me see here. So this room here looks like a dining room. Contains a plain wooden table flanked by long benches. Moldy humanoid bones lie strewn in the dirt floor. The remains of something vile overall. In the middle, yeah, that is it.
Is there any of the human bones that look kind of intact and lootable?
Lootable in the sense of being used for what?
More decorative purposes. I'd like to
yes.
find some to.
Very much so.
Toothpicks.
This place is big.
I'd like to take a handful if I can.
Okay. You have no issues doing that. Whenever you bend over to kind of grab some of those, you feel something wet fall from the ceiling above you. And in that very same instant, I'm going to need all of you to roll initiative. Go ahead.
Royce, you have advantage.
Yeah, well, I was gonna ask, do I have advantage because we had that last combat thing that you didn't have us roll?
It's your next initiative you get advantage on. I would say.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Wait till everyone's done. I have to do something.
I'm just waiting for me to show up in combat tracker.
You have to click on your character and then right click and then
Oh.
toggle combat state.
What falls from the ceiling is truly disturbing. Shit.
Yup.
Oh my god, dude.
Peanuts
That's
fell
like
from the ceiling.
Yeah,
How do I
Tommy
roll?
comes falling from the image.
And I've come
How do
to
I roll
interrupt
with-
y'all's game, and I'm gonna take a nice old roll.
Oh, you put some
In-
lights up. Nice.
Actually, I didn't do it. That's why they look like shit. Like, you guys should see them. I mean, you can't really tell because they're lit up, but like, they look like shit.
They look good on a stream though.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
aim,
facts, but no, they look like ass. All right, hey, cheers.
Cheers, dude.
Can you reroll, Royce?
Yeah,
I
get
can't.
it. Hell yeah.
Just do a roll. slash roll 1d20 plus 4.
Dude, that thing trips me out, bro. It's like a weed silencer, dude.
Yeah, what was that?
17.
It's a fucking carbon filter you blow through, and there's like no smoke or any smell.
You know what we used to use is a toilet paper roll and dry erase.
In that fucking bathroom stall air vent.
Yep, exactly.
Well,
So,
you guys are all ass at D&D, especially Shatner.
Fuck you, dude.
I don't know what other games you play, but you're ass at those too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
Later,
100% with. I'm gonna be 100% with you, even though I'm flaming you guys. I don't even play games anymore. Like I'm fucking ass.
You were never good before.
That's facts. That's all I got
we're
for
all
you.
ass together.
I love you all. I love
Later,
you all
dude.
so much.
Later, Johnny.
Love you too.
Oh, you did not. You did not.
Johnny.
That is fucked. John. Oh, that is so fucked. Oh my god.
I'm kicking you. Bye. I'm sorry. That will happen every time.
Who is that?
It's my old coworker.
He's hilarious.
He literally for over a year and a half has just come in while we're playing D&D, like this game or the other one, like takes like 3 or 4 hits usually, and then like just leaves.
I think he's done it every time I've been on the server.
Yeah. He's very. I said he's more consistent than my players, which is funny. So, no, he used to work in the shop. He's cool.
So Royce should have a 13 initiative, but I don't know how to re-roll it.
17.
Oh, 17?
17
plus 4.
Yes.
He had advantage on initiative.
Gotcha.
So before combat starts, Shannon,
Okay.
you get to find out what fun class I chose.
Okay.
Oh, only one.
Hell yeah.
It's got to do with the C14 Constitution save.
For what?
Otherwise, it takes 1 necrotic damage.
Fuck off.
Yeah. Fuck you. Alright.
So you're a
Can you start
warlock.
combat?
Okay, cool.
From what? Why?
It came within 10 feet of me.
Oh my god.
He's a warlock of Zugtmoy.
So dumb.
Just wait till
Alright.
I hit level 3, Shannon.
Did you guys see the... Oh, I'll be happy. I'm fine.
It's got the thing.
It was very sneaky. It's very wet and gross and slimy. And Observer, you reacted quickly. So go ahead.
Okay. I am going to go ahead and wild shape into my symbiotic entity.
I'm banning you from the group. Alright. Toto, go ahead.
Hey, oh, I'm not done yet. Gain plus 8 temp HP.
Okay.
And let's see. That is it for my turn.
Good.
So
Fuck
can
off.
you start combat?
Yes.
Ah,
Damn it! You know me too well. Toto, go ahead.
Okay. I'm gonna Sacred Flame it, because that seems more logical than anything else right now.
Okay. 14. Checks. Dexterity. Oh, that was close. Okay, so does it take 0 or 1?
I think it takes 0.
0. Okay. Your flame comes out, bursts partially the table that it's currently like smashing partially itself into some splinters that fly out in different directions, but overall misses the slimy, slithering creature in front of you. Anything else?
I'm gonna get over on this side of it, going around it.
Sure. That's
and
it.
That's my turn. Where's my end turn
Okay.
button?
Royce, you're up.
Nice.
Okay, I'm gonna move a little bit away.
Where were you? You weren't in attack opportunity range, were you?
No, I was
No.
already.
Okay, gotcha. Yep. Go ahead.
And then I'm gonna put Hunter's Mark on it.
Okay.
Wait, is that rolling damage or what?
That rolls hunter marks, apparently.
Mm,
You deal an extra 6 damage whenever you hit with a weapon attack.
Okay.
So now you roll to hit.
Yep.
oof, that was close.
Why did-
A
22 is not close enough?
no, the dice. Where is? Oh yeah, no, a 22 hits.
Why
I
did
don't
it not
know.
let
Something on
roll
20.
your damage?
I don't know.
How do I do that?
Should be a damage in there too, I think, to roll.
Yeah, that's odd.
How did you roll that? Or what did you roll that from?
I hit. Alt is my push to talk key, so I think I was holding Alt when I rolled it.
Oh, yeah, I can see that. Although, all
Just click it again, and then we can just use the damage. You know you hit, so it's fine.
there it goes. So,
So 11, and it's piercing.
Yeah, I don't know what the Hunter's Mark type is. 5 piercing and
looks like it's just
then
bonus
1d6
damage.
damage.
Interesting. So your arrows from your training as an archer seem to be doing partial damage, but the shock or the force damage, if you will, not literally force damage, but the hunter's mark damage as you're hitting a specific spot of the creature seems to be doing a full effect. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay. And minus, you guys can see all these numbers, huh? That sucks.
Yep. His full health, though.
Okay, cool.
On its turn, I'm going to react with a
God.
Halo Spores again. And this time I get to roll double damage. Just see if it succeeds first, though.
Okay. What am I doing?
Just do the DC save. Constitution.
Fuck off.
God damn it. Alright.
That's it.
How many reactions do you get? You just get one per turn?
One per
Yeah.
turn, yeah. It's because I started it
Um,
before my turn.
I was going to swing at you, Observer, because fuck off, with a tentacle.
Ah, get fucked.
And then also he's going to peck at you with his beak.
Oh, fuck. 17, Jesus.
Okay, 17 hits and 7 piercing
7.
damage.
But
And
we can't see each other's health bars if that matters.
I don't know, I need to set up that for each token.
Yeah, it's on the prototype token.
Just
We were able to in the other floors, though.
yeah, that's because I need to set like the actual token, not the individual tokens. So he will stay there, and Vimrak, you're up.
Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and just overhead swing with the great axe.
Nice.
God damn. Is that slashing damage magical?
I don't believe so, right?
So the hit, it takes the hit, but it seems to have a slightly less effect than you'd expect it to. The partially sort of like maybe regenerates some of the damage done. Anything else?
That is it for me.
Okay. And Observer, you're up.
I'm gonna go ahead and shalalala attack this thing. Kablam. His go shit.
A 14 does not hit.
That's gonna be my turn. Ah,
Wait, question on the rules. If it ties the AC, how does that work? Does the tie go to the defender?
Defender wins.
Defender wins, yep.
Gotcha.
Really?
And critical roll date, if it hits, it hits. I don't know. If they obviously play under different rules, if that's the case, right?
They're playing the wrong rules. In that
I
case.
thought
The default for D&D is defender wins. That's how it is in Roll20 or Pathfinder as well, I think.
I could be totally wrong. I haven't watched it in a while.
D&D 5e states the defender wins.
Yeah, I could be just have a really good dumbass memory.
Do you guys hear that?
Hell yeah.
yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I don't know why that started at all. Sorry.
I opened a website.
Oh,
and
I know what happened. The other one ran out. Sorry, disregard.
you got to loop it.
Nope, one of us has got to die.
Yeah. Well, or it. I'm gonna try and Sacred Flame it again because it looks like it's resistant. So. That's a dex saving throw.
God damn.
Jesus. Okay.
It's got some good saves.
Takes none or half?
It takes none.
Takes none. Anything else?
Nope.
Royce, you're up. Uh, 22 hits, piercing. Damage plus you need to. Is it always 6? You need to re-roll the 6 again, right?
I don't know. When I casted it, it rolled, so I don't know what that roll was for.
It lasts for 1 hour.
I always run it for rolling each attack just because I think
Yeah,
it's more
let's
fun.
roll each attack. Yeah, go ahead and roll the 1d6 with it, or just
Yeah,
you can
so
just do at the bottom. Yep. Cool. Additional 4. So again,
But
same
I think
thing
it's
with the
1d8.
1d8.
This is 1d6.
Okay. Yep.
Oh, I was removing that from you, Observer. I am
Ouch.
sorry. I think I removed 3.
What
Sorry.
a
Yeah.
dick.
Plus it back. 3.
Anything else, Royce?
Nope. That's it.
As it's rather weakened and dying, it is
Killing
going to.
spores.
You're such a dick.
This is payback for almost killing
Fuck
someone
off.
on the first game.
God,
I threw him off a ledge. It was
Yeah.
fun.
It was the first attack of the campaign,
The first
and the
attack I
fucker
downed
goes
him.
unconscious.
I had to see if he's gonna show up. He showed up the next week. I knew he would. Okay, you're gonna get both tentacles and beak again. Observer.
get fucked.
14-6. Damn it. It is going to try and run away.
Okay, I'm gonna do an ass attack.
It's going to. Fine. All of you can roll attack opportunities if you would like. And it. Oh my god.
I get to also roll additional damage.
Okay, hold on. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, it's dead. But hold on. It lunges up, and it like sticks to the wall in this room. And for a brief second, like you realize why you didn't see it before, because it like turns the color and the exact makeup of the ceiling, the stonework, or the wood and the rock. But in so doing, it takes a massive gash across its body and briefly changes to a camouflage, and then just falls down dead onto the table in front of all you, and combat is over.
I'm just trying to go over to it real quick and chop off its beak.
Yeah, it's got a good size beak. I don't know why that sounds weird, but it's got a nice fucking beak.
It's a good sized schnoz it's got.
Just a cool fucking beak.
Just give me
And
the
I'm
beak,
just gonna
yeah.
stash that beak into my inventory.
No problem.
Oh, that was interesting. Guess we can continue moving on then. See what horrors await us next.
So I probably have time for maybe one more combat.
From this section, I don't know if you guys can actually hear it yet, but the sounds of the chanting are getting louder and louder, going down south here. So just let that be known.
One must die. One must die.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Perfect.
dead bodies.
So all of you stop where you currently are. I'm gonna move some of you back. I'll move you here, you there. I'm gonna move you here, you there. There. No, this is fine. You guys can go where you were. Let me see here. I need to stop eating and pay attention now. So you guys are now looking into a rather interesting and pretty fucked up room. This room is fashioned with moldy skeletons that hang from rusty shackles against the walls on all sides. A wide alcove on the south wall contains a painted wooden statue carved in the likeness of a gaunt, pale-faced man wearing a beautiful black cloak, his pale left hand resting on the head of a wolf that stands next to him. In his right hand, he holds a smoky gray crystal orb. The room that exits in the west and north walls, chanting can be heard coming from the west.
The west is in from the south.
Chanting could be heard from the
West.
south.
So that'd be what? Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna do a perception check, or is it gonna be religion on the character?
Um,
Gotta figure out who they are.
you do history.
History. Okay.
Mhm.
Hey, that was pretty close.
You've never seen this person before. It's obviously a shrine to them. The bodies in here are kind of throwing you off. You're not exactly sure what those are all about.
The statue was a person in a black cloak holding an orb and petting a wolf.
Basically like a wolf at his side.
Is the orb actually made of the stone as well?
No,
Guessing?
it is of a mineral, if you will.
Mineral.
I'm quickly peruse through all the bones and bodies, see if there's anything worthwhile.
There is not.
So while he does that, I'm gonna ritual cast detect magic in here.
Okay. That takes
long
10
does that
minutes.
10 minutes.
I'm gonna keep on moving around then. What's happening?
Okay. For anybody that approaches the orb and the statue itself, you hear voices in your head, presumably coming from the orb, and they say things like, "Be gone of this place. Look not upon us." And you also hear, "His gaze burns upon us. He is the ancient. He is the land." Different sort of chantings or screams or cries, kind of coming from that orb.
Well, I'll tell Toto that I don't think he needs to do magic detection. There's definitely some magic in there.
I was gonna do it on the orb that the thing's holding. Well,
That's what I'm talking about.
I mean, we can not. I was just figuring if we can figure out what it is, that might be helpful.
Does that tell you what it is?
It can give you an idea of maybe what type of magic it is, or if you're familiar with a spell that might have to do with it. You guys gonna wait another couple minutes for the detect magic?
I prefer not to, since my wild shape only lasts for 10 minutes.
Oh, never mind. Sorry.
Does it look like the stone is attached to the statue?
No, it definitely seems to be separate, like an artifact or like almost like a gem, if you will. It does look valuable overall, at least unique. You're sort of drawn to it in a way.
How big is it?
I bet the
It's not totally large, about the size of like a grapefruit.
Oh,
I bet the orb could pay for quite a lot.
yeah, sure.
I go to reach for it.
Okay. As you reach for it, you immediately, the second that you touch it, you feel a spike of pain in your head, and then you hear a voice sort of call out to you that you have not heard before, saying like, "Ah, yes, welcome to my home. So glad to have you here. Have fun in the house." And then it kind of like dissipates and kind of bellows out, and then what starts to appear in the room, sort of wisping above you guys in the ceiling above, are these shadow-like figures. Two of them materialize rather quickly, and there seem to be a couple more that are sort of on their way, if you will, and all of you need to roll initiative.
And before any battle starts,
Okay.
left on the take a while here.
How do I adjust the my dice art?
Um,
You have to go to the settings at the very top right, and then go to configure settings, and then I believe it's
well, it's one under modules, right?
yeah, it might be
Oh, no.
modules. Yeah, it's modules and my dice settings. So the one at the south is just gonna have to take DC 14 Constitution save.
Okay.
God damn it! You're getting some lucky rolls tonight. Holy
Nah,
shit!
it's fate. Royce, you're the first to react and kind of see these creatures sort of materialize above the party here. You get a chance to do an action here before anybody else.
Like before my turn or what?
Oh no, you're first up. Sorry.
Okay, gotcha. So I'm gonna hunter's mark this one close to me.
Okay.
I don't know why I didn't roll that time. Okay.
It's a first level spell. How many slots do you have?
I have 2.
2. Okay.
Last one.
Yeah. And then that is fine. And then you can roll. You're attacking the one closest to you?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead. A 23 hits and piercing damage plus 2. Let me see here. Your attack it hits, but seems to have minimized damage, if you will. So we got 8 and anything else?
I'm just gonna move right there.
Okay. As your arrow kind of like flies through the creature, you just see this like wisp of sort of the elements sort of dissipate between it, and then kind of get filled back in with this dark void. It's almost like it absorbs whatever light is coming off of Observer. Like in an area around it, it's almost like it's eating the light, if you will. And then that is your turn. This one is going to move here and is going to attack you, Toto, with a fun ability. Unbelievable. Your
Nope.
AC, I'm guessing, is higher than that.
Yeah.
That's fun. And that will be its turn. Vimrak, you're up.
Did you say there was 2 more coming than we heard?
Yes, there's at least 2 or 3 more above you guys that are kind of materializing in this room. You guys notice sort of like now that this combat or the orb has been moved, you kind of see now the outlines of like burnt creatures or burnt outlines of humanoids that were kind of singed into the walls, and like from these singes, these kind of like creatures are forming now, kind of like near where the skeletons are.
Okay. I would like to rage.
Okay.
And gonna move in to the square to my left.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna attack the one to my left.
Okay. Oh, those are sick. Damn.
Hell yeah.
Holy shit. Okay. Again, slashing seems to have minimal effect, but it does take damage. Anything else?
No, that is my turn.
Okay. It's a very odd feeling as you're kind of swiping through this creature with like all the force that you can put behind a weapon, and it's just almost like there's no connection between you and the creature. It's clearly being affected, but it's just a very odd sensation, sort of fighting something like this. Toto, you're up.
I'm gonna Sacred Flame the one to the north of me.
Okay.
God damn it.
It's constant or dexterity. That was not what I meant to roll. That's a condition, I think. Oh, dex check. We'll take the first one, that's fine. What is it?
It's radiant.
Radiant damage, and it is going to scream out in pain, and the other one next to you is going to kind of like shoot back in fear as you like pulverize this this shadow, if you will, as this radiant light kind of pours from you.
Yay.
Observer, you are up.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and shalalala.
Okay.
Next to me. Yes.
Okay.
So that's magic damage.
Magic damage, of course, and it is 12.
And
Anything else?
it also takes, let's see, I'll just post it again, just so we
Okay.
can get the information. Symbiotic entity. It's going to take an additional 1d6 necrotic damage.
Okay.
So, let's see, this is the roll thing. Oh, it doesn't have just a 1 dice, okay.
Down at the bottom, there should be just a tray.
Oh, wait. Simple dice roller. Is that? Okay, cool. So that's
Those are
necrotic damage.
sick. As you sort of infuse your weapon with this necrotic damage, the beast kind of like sniffs and then kind of like almost like laughs back at you as the necrotic damage seems to have no effect.
Oh, fuck you, bitch. Die, you
Any-
abomination.
Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
This one is up, but that one is dead. And then what I will do is I will add these three into the turn order.
Oh, Jesus.
And that one will be dead or Reno. And I need to roll these. So 3 more of these things materialize from sort of the shadows, if you will. Royce, go ahead. You are up.
Okay, I'm gonna bonus action to move my hunter's mark to this one,
Okay.
and then just do an attack.
Okay. Uh, 23 hits, piercing hits, and your extra damage. Your arrow comes flying through, pierces this sort of floating creature in the air. It seems to materialize back to where it was and then kind of like just poofs out of existence. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Were you able to use Hunter's Mark again?
Vimrak, he can move it as a bonus action.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, that's why it's like in like big engagements, he just keeps moving it to every creature.
That's fucking bullshit. I love it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's cool.
Is the northernmost one the one that's been hit?
Now none of them have been hit.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Cool.
Yep.
I'm gonna hit.
Wait, it's Vemrick's turn, right?
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
I've got the next up thing. I'm sorry.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna take a look at the enemy to my right. I'm gonna go ahead and launch an attack with my great axe.
Those dice are sick. 19 hits. Are you rolling 2d20? Oh, it's a d12. Gotcha. 19 hits, slashing.
It's a D12 for the dice, but I get +2 damage to melee attacks while I'm raging.
Gotcha. Anything else?
That is my turn.
Toto, you're up.
So +2 attack or +2 damage?
Damage.
Melee damage.
Sorry,
This
which one
looks
did
like
you?
it's adding to the attack.
Can you ping the one you hit?
Yeah, this one.
No,
Thank
well,
you.
no, I have +7 to my rolls because I have +5
God
strength
damn it.
and +2 for my proficiency modifier.
Okay.
Anything else? Nope. This shadow is going
Gonna
to
take
move
some
here.
spores.
Okay. Just this one.
The other one that was starting his turn.
Okay. Constitution.
Yes, finally.
And
And I get
fuck.
to roll again because I have enemy. Oh
Oh,
no,
isn't it
it's
all
like,
necrotic damage though?
it is necrotic. Yeah.
Ah, has no effect. Fuck off.
Fuck. Damn it. Oh,
Um.
I can roll 4. Fuck you.
This is going to be a strength drain coming at you, Toto. 17. Holy
Nope.
shit. No half necrotic for you?
No, it just doesn't hit.
Oh, a 17?
I have 18
18.
AC.
Fuck. God damn it. I'm opening up secret doors. That's great.
Oh yeah, hey, that's a secret door.
That god damn it. Wow. Not only do I miss, I then accidentally click a secret door. I love how that's
It's the light that he blasted to the north.
no,
it
fuck
found him.
off. I have to rewrite that door now. Perfect. That one is done. I can't believe I just did this. Or did that. Observer, this one is going to strength drain at you.
Fuck, that
18.
one got me.
For 8 necrotic.
Okay, I lose wild shape.
Okay. And then Observer, you're up.
How does that work? It subtracted 8 for my max health.
I don't know why I used to be able to click on this. So,
Because my health was high. I guess it was be just +1. So okay, never
oh,
mind.
you know what? Hold on. This is strength drain. I'm not reading this. So you are taking necrotic damage, and then it says, and the target's strength score is reduced by 1d4. The target dies if it's reduced its strength to 0. Otherwise, the reduction lasts until the target finishes a short or long rest.
So I guess do the 1d4.
And it says if a non-evil humanoid dies from this attack, a new shadow rises from the corpse.
Jesus. All right, I got 10 strength left.
Okay. Yep. And then go ahead.
I'm gonna go ahead and so shalala. The one to the north. I targeted it. Fuck.
14 hits,
Oh,
bludgeoning,
no,
11. It is magic.
Yep.
Yep.
Shalala's magic.
Okay. So you wait. What is going on? Oh, that's funny. The one to the north, right?
Yep.
Damn. Still alive, albeit barely. Anything else?
That is it.
Okay. This shadow is up. He is going to attack you, Vemrak. The creature sort of materializes in front of you and kind of swipes at you with its mind, if you will. Come on.
Oh,
That's a
Jesus
20. So 12 necrotic plus
That's 13.
yes, 13 plus 1 strength decrease as well.
No, he's got 20 decrease from.
And
So
that
how
will
do I?
be
So
Just
13
keep
damage.
track of it.
Okay.
So how are you guys doing health-wise?
14 of 21. Although I can only go up to 20 right now. Or no, I can only go up to 13. So I'm still one above my health.
I'm full health. So I want a bonus action. Which this one's almost dead.
The north one has taken a multitude of hits. Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna switch Hunter's Mark to that one and do an
Okay. Okay. That will hit, and you can describe a kill if you'd like. Fucking it up.
Oops. I don't know.
It's very dead.
I don't know why. All right. Just I don't know. Just shoot an arrow through it, and even though it's not taking purchase, that just hope it does the job.
It poofs away. Anything else, Royce?
I think that's it now.
Nope. Vimrak, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna move down to this one,
Okay.
and I'm gonna go ahead and take a great axe swing.
Okay. A 13 hits and non-magical slashing. Anything else?
That is my turn.
What the hell just happened? Wait, who did I minus that from again? How did that happen?
You moved him instead of.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Toto, you're up.
Sure. Let's see. Observer, you're not dead, right? So
Nope.
I'm gonna try and kill stuff as opposed to spend healing. I'm gonna see if Sacred Flame can do anything to the one south of me.
Okay.
God damn it.
Shit, a lot of good rolls.
Well, it hits.
It hits, and again, the creature kind of screams out in sort of pain as this this flame kind of pierces through its body. So it does seem to take more than normal.
And that's
Dude,
my
how
turn.
is that? That's weird. I must be doing something off. Anything else? Toto done?
Nah, I'm done. I just
Okay. He is going to swing at the creature that is creating this terrifying flame. A
Ow.
16
Oh, never mind. Look at the wrong one.
step off,
misses.
Shadow.
And then this one is still alive. That one is dead. This one is going to swing. I keep saying swing, but attack, if you will. You observer. A 10 misses. That's done. Observer, you're up. And Royce, are you back?
Go ahead and shalala the one next to me.
Okay.
5 magic.
5 magic. That hits. Anything else?
Sure.
Are you there, Sterling? We have not heard you talk since your last turn.
He did.
Are you talking to me?
Oh, there you go. Yep, you're up.
Yeah, I'm having connection issues. Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
How dare you?
Unacceptable. Get him out of here.
It's not letting me move.
You moved. Move down.
You want to go there?
Oh, yeah, just connection issues. Okay. So this one's still alive. I'll move my Hunter's Mark to that, and then
Okay.
Murder it. Before it murders me. Fuck.
take the 4. I just rolling for damage, so it
Okay.
misses.
Misses. Anything else?
No.
Vimrak, you're up.
Fuck.
Yeah, the 12 does.
Alright, I'm gonna take a swing again.
Okay.
my great axe.
21, 15, slashing. Sure, we'll call it dead. Describe your kill if you'd like, but these aren't that fun to kill because they just kind of poof into nothingness. Toto, or anything else, Vimrak?
I'll just move into melee range of the next one.
Okay. And Toto, you're up.
Yep, 1 sec. Sorry.
You're good.
I keep screwing around with dice customization because I'm. Guess what I'm gonna do?
Sacred Flame.
Good God.
Sorry.
My dice just won't customize for me. It's really annoying. And
You're
I'm
trying to
rolling
get
like
those.
shit.
You're trying to get those better rolls for the customization now.
Yeah, and it's just failing. But the customization isn't taking either. That's my turn. Jesus Christ.
Observer coming at you. Oh, god damn it. Nothing else. I'm gonna just call combat here. It's got like 8 hit points left, so you guys over the next set of turns will inevitably kill it. Boom. Combat is done at this point.
That one hurt.
Yeah, it did.
Feels
So
much.
I have to get up in
Do
like
we-
4 hours, so I'm probably gonna
Okay.
turn in.
Are you guys good to call it here? Or you want to keep playing?
So we're gonna split
Yeah.
for another 3 hours at least.
Yeah, I don't know about 3 hours, but
I have a question. Does the strength drain last after combat, or do I get the
Yes.
strength
So
back?
we sleep.
Oh shit.
Have a good night, Grim.
See you, Grim.
Later, Grim.
Later. You guys gonna keep going?
I prefer
no.
not to leave you behind. Yeah, I think we're just gonna kind of like tidy stuff up, make some notes here. I gotta fucking remake where that goddamn secret door is. But yeah, basically as you guys sort of like come down out of combat, the chanting sort of sets back into your heads now. It's a bit louder, a bit more consistent now. But there are quite a few little crevices and places you've yet to venture into. And it kind of seems like almost at this point the ground is sort of shaking with the chants as well. So you do get the idea that there's an additional level below you as well. And you know that at least from the water, there's at least a cavern or something below. So the water in the well that you guys saw earlier. Cool.
Funny how big this place was. It's like, this is gotta be like at least double size, right?
Yeah, it's a pretty good size.
I want to make the background black for these ones, so you can't tell how big they are.
Oh, gotcha. I thought it defaulted. I think I defaulted on only one map. So yeah, I need to adjust that.
Thanks, Shatner. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, have a good night, man.
Thanks, Grim.